Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we're doing another pick a card. Today's pick a card is the 2023 love predictions. So we are going to be taking a look at what's to come in love in the new year for you guys. So similar to my general 2023 predictions video, I just want to put the disclaimer that if you do hear something that you do not like in these videos, remember that you are the one that's in charge of your own reality and that time and energy is all in a state of flux. So you can create and maneuver your way through this year the way that you see fit. Tarot and readings like this are only used as a tool to show you what's coming on your current timeline, but you can jump different timelines and move the way that you do see fit. Remember, with me guys, I'm not just gonna talk about love coming in if something, if something comes up where you guys may need to heal something, or if genuinely love isn't too much of a focus and you're more called to focus on a different area for whatever reason, I'm going to talk about that. I'm not going to bypass that. Of course, the intent of the video is to see what's coming in love, but I can't create something that's not there if that isn't a main focus. So don't get discouraged, but just remember that I'm showing you guys what's on your current timeline and you can shift and move the way that you see fit, basically, because you are the creator of your reality. So that's what I wanted to say. The next one being, like I said, time is in a state of flux. So if I do give maybe like a certain season or a month, that can shift and something could come in a lot earlier or a lot later depending on the energies, because like I said, we're weaving our own realities and things can be pushed back or pushed forward depending on what we're choosing to do in this present moment. So that's something that I want to say too. So just be I'll try not to put too much emphasis on months too much. If they come through, I'm going to speak of them, but know that that can shift as well. It's something that I wanted to say. So let's get in and see what's coming in love for you guys in 2023. Pile number 1, we have the orange calcite. Pile number 2, we have the green aventurine. Pile number 3, we have the garnet crystal. In pile number 4, we have the clear quartz point. So see which crystal you are drawn to. The timestamps are going to be in the description box, and I will see you guys at your timestamp. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what is to come in love for you guys in 2023. So I'm going to start with tarot and then I'm going to move into your oracle cards. I'm going to be doing it a little bit different than what I did with 2023. I'm not going to be pulling a card for each quarter because we're focusing on just one particular topic for this reading. So I'm just going to pull 4 cards just to represent the energy and how that works, but that will still be the energetic skeleton, and we'll pull the oracle cards around. And I have all the oracle cards out. I even have, do you remember these from like the early days, like when I first started my channel and I would do like love readings and I'd have like details like medium height, friend of a friend. I got these out. I pulled these out. I wanted to go all out for this reading, so that's what I've done. Just to let you know what's to come. But yeah, let's get in. So pile number 1, please, spirit guides, what's to come in love? Can you show me pile number 1's love story this year? What's to come in love for my pile number 1s this year? What is to come for my pile number 1s this year? We have the 4 of Pentacles. What's to come for my pile number 1s in love this year, please, spirit guys? What's to come in love? Let me grab your card, it ran away. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. What is to come in love for my pile number 1s in 2023? What is to come in love? If you hear bangs, apologies, that's my kitten. Oh, there she is. We have the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. Jump off, baby. You want to come and sit on my lap? Say hi quickly. Say hi, everyone. I'm going to pop it down only because I learned in my last reading she likes to chew the cards and bite them and make a mess. So I'm going to keep her to the side, otherwise the cards will just turn into a mess like my last reading. The back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. What I'm going to say straight away, and I felt it as I was tapping into your energy, and then it was very much confirmed by the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like you may be that pile that isn't too focused on love, isn't too I wouldn't say open to love. I just see going into 2023, there's a huge focus of self, specifically in regards to your finances and building something of substance. Like I see you guys really focused on yourself. You guys could be building your ego up. You guys could just be on a little bit of a self-worth journey. But I see you guys specifically for the first quarter of the year, going into the second quarter of the year, I do see you guys really pouring into you, really working on yourself, building up your confidence. You're the love of your life in the first quarter of the year is you, is what I want to say. And I don't think that bothers you either. I think you knew going into this reading, I'm not really, we'll see what happens, but I'm not really that fussed, because I just see you guys kind of like falling in love with you, enjoying time by yourself, building up your confidence, building up maybe your finances, your career side. I just see a lot of that. Come here, baby, because you're gonna mess up the cards, okay? I just see a lot of you guys really, really focusing on your physical world. Some of you guys may be working on your physical body, career again, and I think that you're almost giving off an energy in the first quarter, like January, February, March, of like, I'm focusing on me, everyone kind of like stay away. Your energy is kind of like in a little bit of hermit mode, but it's not in like a negative way. So naturally, energetically, if people do start to feel a little bit interested in you, I feel like energetically they can see you're super focused on self. So that's why I don't see anything physically coming into your awareness in the first quarter of the year, because you are solely your eyes either on the prize of something that can create material abundance, or your eyes on the prize in regards to your own worthiness and confidence, and that's the focus. Moving on then to the Knight of Pentacles, I do see the more you're pouring into yourself and the more confident you're feeling, you're naturally sending out an energy of, it's kind of like the sun. There's a brightness, so there's a light on you, and people are being drawn to that light. And I think that the more that you are pouring into you, I think your gateway to a connection is you feeling the best version of you. It's not a case of I have to have my hair the best way it's supposed to be. I'm meant to look the best way I'm supposed to be. I'm meant to have my career the best way it's supposed to be. It's nothing even to do with anything physical, even though I see you put an effort towards it. It's about how you feel. When you feel good and confident in yourself, that's the gateway to someone coming in. I think you guys might even be aware of that too. And I just see you guys vibrating very high in the sense of you guys feeling super confident. Like, you know when you see people and they walk into a room and you're just naturally attracted to them because they're not looking down at their phone, they're not worried about how they look, they're just walking in boldly. You're giving off that fire energy going into that like phase. I feel like this is like spring period to me. It feels like I'm also being taken to June, so June may be a highlight for you guys as well. But I just see you guys like speaking up for yourself more, going to places where you wouldn't usually go. It's like, I don't know whether it's like you're making advances in finance and that's what's making you feel good, or it's in your physical body and pouring into you, or it's just the healing that you've done is starting to really show. So that's when you're going to start hitting a certain frequency where people are naturally being drawn to you. A beautiful thing I will say as well is you're not searching for love this year or chasing it. You're literally in a state, especially with this Queen of Cups, of come to me when it's meant, you know, when something's meant to be for me, it'll come for me. And I think that energy of, I'm shocked the Empress didn't come up, but you being in that energy, I feel like that's going to bring someone in. The only thing I want to say, and we'll get into it with the cards, is I do feel someone's coming in regards to love this year, but I don't think you're going to realize it's romantic until, I don't know whether it's the year after, which is 2024, or it's just a slow builder throughout the year, and maybe towards the end of the year you might think, oh my god, like this is, you know, this is someone that I'm interested in. I do see you guys dating about this year towards, feels around August time, or at least opening up to, you know what, I feel a bit ready. If someone wants to come in, they can. It's almost like you energetically open that door, and I just feel like people are going to start spilling in, but it's almost like nothing's clicking for me, and it almost feels like the way I'm being shown is someone's in front of me, but there's a veil at the moment, and I don't realize that I'm meant to be open up in love to them right now, but they're around me. So if you do make like a friend of some sort, it could be that. They're being very careful with the information because I think it's meant to grow organically. We'll get more details wherever we can, or wherever spirit will allow us, but I just feel like it almost feels like psychically there's like a little bit of a veil because it's something you need to work out on your own, who this person is. But I think it's going to start off as either a friendship or a career, because you are quite career based this year. You might be that pile from the 2023 predictions that were very focused on career, because I feel like you're so focused on career or something. It could be a spiritual journey too, that like energetically you're not seeing that this person is yours, if that makes sense. Let's get deeper. But we have the Ace of Pentacles, so I do feel like something's going to cement in some sort of way this year, because the Ace of Pentacles is coloured with the colour pink, which is the higher heart chakra energy. I think that this year, more than any of the other years, you're more open to love. But it's just like, I'm open to it, but I'm super focused on me. I don't think there's anything repelling anything away. I don't even think there's anything you need to do healing wise. It doesn't even feel that way. It's just like energetically, you know, you intuitively go to where you feel you need to focus, which is something to do with something physical, bringing your finances in check, or something to do with your own confidence. And the reason you were called to focus there is that's kind of like a barrier where this person comes in. But like I said, you don't see them at first. I'm seeing someone with their shades on and not being able to see, you know, this person. So let's get deeper. So the person that is to come in, for my pile number ones, can you tell me anything about the sort of connection it is, the type of person that they are? Is there anything you can tell me? I feel like there is a level of secrecy because there's something you're meant to figure out on your own. It could be that there's two people and you need to figure out which one's romantic and one's just a friend. There's something like that, but it's like they're being really careful with those details because it's something that you need to realize. I almost feel like around August time you're going to be dating, and I feel like there may be like two options or more than one person comes through, and then I just feel like energetically it's like an intuitive thing, like you're gonna maybe have your eyes set on someone but energetically you're being pulled elsewhere. There's something about that, like I'm in two minds. I'm being shown like a flower, like a stem, and then it's got two flowers coming out of the stem, and it's like, which one should I pick? That's kind of how it feels. And I think that's where you've got to use your intuition and your energy to kind of see what really fits, because it could be that one person feels like somebody from the past or ignites feelings and maybe wounds from the past, whereas the other one's more calm. Or it could be someone from the past comes back at the same time someone new was there, and you might have to choose. There's something about a facade or like a veil and you not being able to fully see because you have to energetically feel your way through. See what you want. It's quite interesting. I almost feel like I'm at a crossroad in regards to love and I don't know which way to go. But there's nothing to it doesn't feel chaotic because I feel like you're quite at peace with yourself and you're quite trusting in yourself this year. Let's get deeper. Pile number yeah, I feel like you're going to be a bit spoiled for choice because of the frequency you're giving out and reaching this year. I feel like you're just drawing a lot into you. You're being seen, you're being heard, you're being seen as high value, so people are stepping towards you. And I think with you guys as well, you're moving with a purpose and an intent this year, which does feel more career or just self. That's very attractive to people too, and people are kind of drawn to that too. I'm hearing a Little Mix song, and I can't remember the name of the title, but they sing, if I get my way, I'ma take care of you. I could take her place. Let me get my way. I think it's called Get My Way. The basic of the song is like the Little Mix girls, they like a guy, and the guy might be with someone else, and it's like, or they might be in like a really bad connection where it's not working out, and they're like, I would treat you right, come to me, sort of thing. But I almost feel like whoever it is that you do end up with, that's how they're feeling towards you. Like, if you do have options, it's almost this feeling of this person watching you have to choose between options and going, in their mind, like, if you came to me, I would treat you better than that. Or you're better than all of these. You're better than all of these tricks I'm hearing. Like, you need to come here. There's a feeling of that. And you know the Taylor Swift song, You Belong With Me, and she's singing to the boy. That's the, I feel like it could be like a friend that you have like a strong connection with that builds this year, or you could meet a friend this year, and then it's like you're choosing, or you might be thinking of going with someone, and then there's this person there that feels like a friend, and they're like, really, you want to go with one of these? Like, I feel like you're better than that. Like, energetically they're kind of feeling like that and wanting to kind of, I feel like they're not pushing, or they feel really respectful, like I'm just gonna let them find their way to me at the same time. Like, they feel quite, I'm confident in myself, I'm not going to push, I'm not going to make their mind up for them. If they want to come to me, they can. I'll let it be known and we'll go from there. It feels like that. I feel like you even have more than 2. I feel like there's 3 people here. I feel like you're really drawing in a bit of a crowd. It's quite interesting. Let's continue. Pile number... Pile number 1. Can you tell me anything about... Yeah, you have more than 1 person coming in. We have passion. Okay, we have passion. Yeah, oh my god, what is it with Little Mix? I'm hearing that song, Love Me Like You. I tried to find somebody new, but they ain't got a clue. They can't love me like you. It's like, I feel like someone's kind of pining over you or really interested in you, but playing it very cool because they don't want to like intrude, and they can see that there's other people around you too. It's quite interesting. Or maybe it is just them, but they feel like you've got other people. We'll get to it. So we have passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. So we'll put that there. Let me just get 2 other cards and I'll channel them. Pile number 1. It's almost like, and I said this in one of my other readings, you know, like Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and she's walking around with her book and everyone's like talking about her and can see her, and Gaston's really trying to get her attention and people really are drawn to her, but like she's so interested in self, in her book, she doesn't care. I feel like that's your energy, so much like focused on yourself or focused on some sort of career, but you're emanating this self-confidence and people are being really, really drawn to you. And then I just see like people almost trying to get into your little protection cloak, trying to get in to kind of like have a slice of the cake, if that makes sense, and you're kind of like not really that bothered. And I feel like people are almost kind of trying to like win you over, but I feel like the one that you'd go for is the one that I almost feel like I feel safe, I feel comfortable, I feel like I can be myself, I feel really connected to you on a soul level, rather than someone that's just telling you everything you want to hear, or maybe trying to, I almost feel like someone might even try and buy you or think that you're into like fancy things and try and buy you. And I just think it's for you to like navigate what you kind of want, because I feel like you might have a bit of a pick of the bunch. That's how I feel. But the first quarter of the year, I feel like you're steady focused on self. It's not, you're not too focused on anyone else. Pile number 1, what's to come in love? I feel like it might be a bit eventful for you towards the end of the year and then going into 2024 in regards to love for you guys. We have success. Success that's true belongs to me. Success with honor, integrity. 1 more card, please, for guides from this deck. What's to come in 2023 for my pile? We have true love come to me. True love shall come to me as I do well, so mote it be. Love that. And you've got the pinks and the greens, which are all colours in regards to the heart chakra. So that's really interesting. And then at the back of the deck here, we have best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. You're going to come to a crossroads where I feel like you're going to emit this frequency out. It's going to get to a point where a lot of people are being drawn to you in that way. And I think that around that time, maybe you'll be making some friends, maybe you'll be opening up to certain connections, and I feel like you're going to have the pick of the bunch, but there's going to be one specific person that you may completely look over at the beginning, and the reason you're looking over them, I feel, is because this might, you know the song, I Never Knew a Love Like This Before? That song's playing, I think it's Faith Evans. Yeah, I think it's Faith Evans. That song's playing, and the reason you don't acknowledge this person at first is because the way you feel around this person is very calm, very peaceful, that you almost write it off like a friend. And then I feel like people then might be trying to come in and, again, maybe buy you, try and be very passionate. Some people might try and come in and love bomb. And I think there might be, there's either going to be situations that remind you of past people, or situations where people use tactics like people from your past that might not have been healthy. And I think that naturally it would be easy to maybe go there with those people because it's what you know. But I feel like there may come a decision where it's like, am I going to go for what I know, but know that I'm just going to go around in a circle like before? Or am I going to wait and see if something is better for me, because you're so focused on self. It's like, surely there can be more than this. And I think maybe dating around a little bit and maybe seeing some people's true colors, I think you're going to learn what you like and what you don't like. And like, I see some of you guys thinking maybe, oh, well, I want someone that's really, you know, got loads of finances and they've got a lot of money. But then you may connect with someone that has a lot of money, but then they're not very empathetic, or they're not really connected to their emotions, and you're like, something's missing, and what's missing is that depth. You know what I mean? So then you may think, oh, I need someone with a lot of passion, but then someone could come in and like completely love bomb, and then that's it. Or they could say a whole lot and be passionate like that, but then not really make you feel safe, or like you have anywhere safe to land. And it's like, actually, maybe I want stability. And then it's like, once you've kind of created in your mind, like, I think I might want this, I feel like whoever this person is to the right, because they're making me feel like they're to the right of me, whoever this person is to the right, that veil kind of lifts. It's almost like you lift the veil yourself, and you're like, are you meant to be, like, are you the true love that I was looking for? Like, is that what I wanted? Because we have best possible decision, and I feel like you guys could be like, because we've got the blue for the intuition, it's like, short-term gratification I could have with this person, maybe they could buy me a lot, or maybe they could tell me everything I want to hear. But long-term gratification, this person seems they want to build. And if I want a genuine connection, I think I'd go here. So I think there's going to be a little bit of a turning point or a crossroads where you're like, do I want to go around in circles here, or do I go where my heart's kind of going? Which is towards this person that kind of has a veil over them when they first come in. They're not telling me how they come in, there's just a veil over them. So it could be that you may be dating a couple of people and the one you'd least expect is the one you end up falling for. It's quite interesting like that. But I think that's why we have true love come to me. And if you look at the pink and the green here, that's the higher heart chakra, the heart chakra. But when we look at this pinky colour, it's actually starting to go a bit purple, which is connected to the crown chakra. So I almost feel like, as far as soulmates go, someone with a really strong soul bond, I feel like you're going to really start seeing, when you're spending time with this person, energetically how linked you are and how aligned you are. And I think that's where something's going to grow. But I do feel like something's going into 2024, so maybe you cement a relationship with them in 2024, whereas 2023 it's more so, let me just date around, or this person's going to be around in 2023, but it's not going to cement until maybe the year after that. I have to be honest with you, because a lot of the earlier parts of the year, going into at least June time, there's like a build up of your energy and confidence, which is when this person kind of comes in. Why do we have the passion card though? Rise, passion, rise up high. Inflame my purpose, reach the sky. I feel like your strong focus this year is your own passions, your own self, feeling passionate about your life. It's like you're building up yourself so that you don't go where someone has something that you're missing, because you're meant to give it to yourself first. So you're creating purpose in your life at the start of the year, so that when people start to try and use tactics to maybe build up your confidence, in the sense of maybe putting you on a pedestal and love bombing, you can see straight through it, because you would have worked on yourself and you're like, actually, like, I already give myself this sort of confidence, and you're being very pushy very quickly. And if I wasn't so confident in myself, I'd probably be more obliged to listen to you, because I'd lack it in myself and I'd need you to give it to me. But then if you were to take it away, it would go away too, and I need something stable. So let me just give the confidence to myself, big that up, so when somebody comes in, I'm already confident in myself and I'm not leaning to someone else to give it to me. So you're really like focused on what's best for you. You know what I mean? And then with the success card again, I just feel like you're looking for substance this year. I see you guys looking in the mirror and being like, only the best for you, to your own reflection. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's going to then show up in your connections, like which one's going to be the better pick, what's really going to be, you know, better for me. And it might even come to a point where you'll feel like you just want to not deal with anyone and keep moving until the universe has someone that really aligns with you. But then I feel like it's going to be someone that was there that you just didn't see or expect. That's what I'm picking up with those cards. So let's go further. Pile number 1. What's to come in love for my pile number 1s this year? Ooh. We have imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Okay. I almost feel like you've done such a good job and you've focused so much on leveling up in your own energy and becoming like that best version of you, not for anyone else, not to prove anything, but just for you, that I feel like naturally, as maybe old negative thoughts towards yourself crop up or old wounds start to purge their way out, it's almost like certain connections that mimic a certain time in your life or certain wounds, they're almost like showcasing in a way of, is this super cleared? Are we definitely cleared with this? Is this completely gone? You know what I mean? And I always find, especially with me, like, you know, doing the work that I've been doing in like energetic clearing, I find I get tested a lot by spirit if I genuinely have control over my own energy, or if I genuinely have let go of a certain amount of fear, and I'll get like certain beings come to me, or like negative beings come, and it's kind of like a you have no power over me situation, where I'm like, I'm not actually fearful of you at all, go away. And the minute that it has no power over me, it dissolves. So I almost feel like on a heartly level, you may have like a certain someone come back, or you may have someone mimicking someone from the past coming into your awareness, and it's like, actually, I know I deserve better than this. I'm not even going to entertain this. Go away. So that's what's coming up. It's almost like little fragments of your subconscious, like coming into the physical, just to kind of like, not fully come in, because I really do see you guys batting it away, but because you're so like focused on self and what's good for you. But I just see little things coming in, and you being like, you show me the first red flag, go, or you talk a good game, but I can see through it. My intuition's too strong for this, go. And yeah, I just see like a lot of that until you realize like, oh, this person might be the one for me, you know. So pile number let's pull one more card from this deck. Pile number 1, what's coming in love for my pile number 1s this year? Oh, we've got 2 cards that have come for you guys. We have the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, that's the thing. You would have worked on yourself so much that you're now in this new phase. And I think some old things might rear their head in a way of like you clearing out and finally being done with it. It's like, I really don't want that. It's like I said, there's a crossroad in the sense of, I really do mean business. I really am focused on self. I don't want anything wasting my time. You know what I mean? And, you know, I feel like you kind of close a chapter energetically on certain things from the past there. We then have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Because you're so passionate about self and focused on self, that's how you're drawing in a lot of light to you. It's like moths to a flame. And I think you guys this year as well, focusing on your own passions, focusing on your own career, focusing on self, I think that's what draws in love to you. And I think when you feel the best version of you and you fill up your own cup fully, I think that's when you align with who's meant to be in your life, I feel. Let's go further. So pile number 1, what's to come in love for my pile 1s in 2023? What's to come in love for my pile number 1s in 2023? Yeah, we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So someone could come in that is either going to use tactics as before, or someone from the past is going to try and worm their way in. Most of you guys, I see the majority of you guys seeing it from a mile away, to the point that some of you guys, especially with a high priestess, may even have quite strong psychic abilities, seeing it intuitively before it comes in. You may even have a dream, and I just see you just seeing through it. It's like, not today, Satan, I'm not interested. You're just looking completely, but it's like, no, this doesn't work for me anymore. And I think that's also going to add to your confidence, you seeing how much you've grown. Like, you're going to feel really proud of yourself this year as well, which is like, yeah, I trust myself. I really do. I curved that. And I'm hearing that song. There was a singer called Honey. I don't know if I can say the word cocaine. Honey C. I'll just say that. And she had a song called Curveball. And she talks about like curving people, and I feel like you're going to be like the queen of curves or the king of curves this year in regards to what's not good for you, to be honest with you. You're going to be really careful. It's like, I'm a queen and I'm a king. You can't come in unless you're also one, you know? It's like that. Unless you've got your own castle like mine, you can't come in. But it's more so like on a hearty level, because we've got true love come to me, and then best possible decision. It's like only the best for me. Pile number 1. Yeah, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I feel like it's a long time coming. Maybe you guys have had to kiss a few frogs and really deal with some karmic, it feels karmic, like karmic partners, karmic relationships before getting ready for this person, so that it could like turn you inward to focus on self, to fill yourself up first, instead of maybe filling a void, which might have been what other connections might have played out for you, or triggering where you were empty so that you could fill up your own cup, sort of thing. And you may have been feeling like, you know what, I've waited so long, I don't even care anymore, I'm just focused on me. That's when this person comes in. So I feel like it might have been a little bit of a wait, I'm not gonna lie. Pile number 1, what's to come? Yeah, we have calling in your soulmate, and it's going under true love, come to me. So we have your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So what's actually been drawing you guys together, again, the High Priestess energy here, is you guys, I feel, have similar wounds and have had to work through similar you know, karmic wounds, healing, you know, all of that, insecurities. I feel like there's a lot of similarities. So I feel like it was always a case of when we're at the right vibration, where we kind of fit the mold in the right way energetically, that's when we're going to be ready for each other. And I feel like you've both been on that. And I feel like when you both kind of align with each other, you're both in that energy of receiving. I do feel like the person that you end up with is going to acknowledge you before you acknowledge them in a lovey way. The person almost feels quite earthy. It's 12:21 on the clock. If you guys have been seeing that number, that might be a significance for you, 12:21. I know they're mirroring numbers, so there's that. But when I pick up on the energy of this person, they seem very stable, very Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They feel very observant. I'm not going to push my way into this person's life. I can see they're focused on themselves. I'm going to let them know I'm here. They feel very carey, providery. Those aren't words. They feel very caring. They feel like providers. That's what I was trying to say. They feel like the type of people to lay a foundation first. So it's almost like they're just slowly getting to know you. And that's probably why you don't think of them in a love way first. Because it's like, either you might think this person isn't interested, or this person just wants to be friends, or there isn't a spark here. And it's not that there isn't a spark. You're getting to know each other first. You haven't opened up each other's minds yet. You haven't watered anything yet. And I think that's what this person's about, growing slowly. And then, you know, when people say falling in love, like you guys, I like when Janae Aiko says growing in love. So it's like you guys are growing in love with each other, and there's this really hearty, strong, beautiful resonance that then comes. But this person takes us a lot slower, because I feel like this person sees you as someone that they want to invest in. It's very earthy Capricorn, like I want to invest in you. I want to lay the foundations with you. And I feel like this person may be aware, but this person also feels pretty confident in themselves. Like, if they want me, they'll like invest back into me, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? They're not the type to jump in your face and be like, choose me, even though emotionally they may feel that way. It's like, what's for me is going to be for me. But there's also this kind of like intuitive knowing in this person, like, I know we're going to be together. I can see something happening here. Like, I wouldn't be investing otherwise. It does feel like that. So there is growth happening, but it's so slow you don't see it at the time. You're looking elsewhere. It's really interesting. The back of the deck, we have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. I feel like for some of you guys, because going into this year, I don't feel like you're focused on love too much. But I think in the past, you guys used to maybe have quite control issues when it came to like romance, in the sense of you guys might have like had an interest for someone and then maybe jumped to tarot, or jumped to maybe pick a card, or just tapped into your inner knowing, like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Is this person going to abandon me? And I feel like it was because sometimes you, in the past, used to see your power outside of yourself, which is why you're so focused on putting that power in you, so that you're okay if someone leaves or someone's there, because you've got you and your own boundaries. It's like, I don't care if you leave when I put in a boundary, because that means I'm being protected. You're not going to trigger no abandonment wounds because I've got rid of them, sort of thing. It's like, you've really built yourself up, you know what I mean, to let go of control issues, because you know you've got you. And I think this person's also had the same kind of like woundings come through. So what guidance from pile number 1 spirit guides do they have in love? So we have the 7 of Wands. What guidance from pile number 1 spirit guides do they need to hear from their spirit guides in love? That sentence made no sense. What guidance do pile number 1 spirit guides have for them in regards to their love life in 2023? Knight of Cups. I keep hearing, oh, you've got the Queen of Cups twice. I keep hearing observance, observance, observance. Checking in with self and coming back to your own. I'm not going to use them just because a few dropped. I only need one more. Checking in with your own feelings, how something makes you feel, your own intuition. Don't ignore your intuition. Don't ignore any emotions that come up, I'm being told. We have the Queen of Wands here too. Very empowered you feel. We have the Fool at the back of the deck. So the first message is you didn't do all of this work on yourself to return back to old cycles. That's the first message coming in with the Fool at the back of the deck. And then being told with the Seven of Wands here, at any point in 2023, whether it's coming from somebody else or it's coming from yourself, when you have emotions coming up, maybe a trigger coming up, allow yourself to feel it. Do not bat it down. If you are going on a date with someone and you feel like this person isn't the right person for you and you don't want to see them again, don't allow your brain to overwrite it. Listen to your own intuition and how you feel. Don't gaslight yourself out of your own emotions, because you guys are very connected to your own emotions and have more control over them this year than any other time. We have the Queen of Cups twice. If you don't feel like something is of substance that you can pour into, really bring it in. And don't gaslight yourself to force something or overwrite a red flag if somebody's showing it. Really observe. You know what I mean? That's something that's coming through. Because I feel like then I almost feel like someone's going to come in and they're going to come in, and this is why you're being told to be wary. Someone's going to come in, love bomby, fiery, it almost feels like I want to move in with you within the first week. I'm telling you I want to marry you when I don't even know you yet because I've only met you for like 3 days. And it's like, that's where Spirit's saying, please observe. Observe. Because I feel like those tactics have been used in the past, and I feel like it's caused like a power play, and Spirit's saying you've already freed yourself from that. Stand in your power and stay in your power this year, and listen to people's actions rather than their words. Take a look at who's saying a lot, but then take a look at who's really following through with it. Take a look at who's stably still around and pouring into you, and take a look at who's just giving you tiny little scraps and then maybe running away, or saying a whole lot, but then you're literally not seeing anything physical. Observe and stay grounded in your love life this year is the message from your spirit guides, and stay in your power, because naturally this year I feel like you're going to be more of a light than usual. Not that you've never not been a light, but you're naturally going to be more open to people stepping towards your light because you're going to be in that frequency. So the person that my pile number ones are going to end up with, if spirit guides, I literally can't speak, I don't know why. Spirit guides, if you can give me some clues as to who is there. I don't want the other people getting in the way. So the person that this person, pile number ones end up with, that person, don't let the other energies get in the way. That earthy feeling that I felt from that person, that feels like the one they're going to end up with. What traits do they have? What traits do they have? Oh guys, a bunch of cards have just... I'm being told to use the 3 that fell, so I'm going to. I got deep, I got overseas, and I got medium height. I'll lay them all and then I'll continue. Pile number 1, what is that main person that they end up with? Pile number 1s. I feel like you might not end up in a proper relationship with them until 2024, because it's a slow thing and I feel like you don't see them at first. I have to be honest. We have green eyes. Pile number 1. Oh, your cards are running away. We have family orientated. Pile number 1's person. What can you tell me about pile number 1's person that they do end up with? Slim. Smile. Athletic. One more card. Pile number 1. Oh god, pile number 1's person. I don't know why these cards are running. Pile number 1. Oh, you had an extra one come out. We have intelligent, and then we also had divine masculine come out as well. And the back of the deck we have friend of a friend come through as well. So with the deep card, I feel like it takes a while. You know, when you get into the deep end of a pool, you don't just end up in the deep end the minute you jump into the pool. You have to swim to the deep end. And I think that's where there's this slow burner, because you're both getting to know each other, and as time goes on, you unravel and you unravel and you unravel, and that's how such a connection forms, and that depth kind of forms. And I think the more time goes on and the more time you spend together, the more you really see each other, really see each other's personalities and that depth in each other. And this person has a lot of depth that I feel like you share. I feel like sometimes in the past, you might have projected your own depth onto people that didn't have a lot of depth within themselves. Yeah, I feel like that might have happened sometimes in the past, because you have such a beautiful, innocent way of moving with the heart that I think we have to be completely honest. There's some people in life that don't share that, or they're scared to reach those depths within themselves, or they haven't met those depths within themselves. And I think that you would definitely see the light in people, see that they could reach those depths and maybe project it onto them. Whereas this person, I feel like you stopped this year. I don't see you projecting anything. I think you've worked on yourself so much. It's like, I'm focused on me. Show me you. I'm not going to project anything. I'm not going to like put you on a pedestal. You show me you. You're very observant, it feels, and I feel like this person's going to show you their depths the same way you show theirs, but it's like you swim in that together. It's not instant, and that's why you don't see them. Overseas, this person could be coming from overseas, or they could naturally come from overseas. So like, I don't know why I'm being taken to Egypt, so like some of you guys could be like in Canada. This person could either be born in Egypt and move to Canada, or they could literally just be like Canadian, what am I even saying? Or they could live in Egypt, you live in Canada, and then like you're speaking overseas, and then there's something like that. I don't know where my head went then, but there we go. So there's that. Medium height. Take whatever medium height means to you. So whatever that means to you, that's what we have. Medium height. Green eyes. Remember, this is a general reading, so take that one with a pinch of salt, but we do have green eyes here. Family orientated. I do feel like this person's going to be very... the way that they're looking at life is, I want to build. So I almost feel like they've come from a family where there was a good family unit, because they almost feel like they want to replicate it, and that's why they're being careful where they invest, which is why we've got family orientated. With slim and athletic, they could go to the gym a lot. I don't know why, I almost feel a bit like swimmer's body. So whatever gender, there's just like a swimmer's athletic kind of slim build feeling I'm getting from them. I feel like you're going to notice their smile, or you're going to make them smile a lot, but I also think it's vice versa. So they may not like your smile, you may smile a lot. I think that they're going to be, it almost feels business orientated, or they're very good logically, and I think that's where the intelligence comes from with them. There's a lot of, and I feel like they're emotionally intelligent too. That's something I'm picking up. We have a friend of a friend, so that's how you could get introduced to them, through your friends. You know, it could be like your friend has a partner and it's that partner's best friend sort of thing, if that makes sense. Or you could have like a sibling who's in a relationship, and it could be like that person's friend. If you know, it could be something like that. That's what I'm picking up. It could go that way. And then we have the divine masculine card, so I feel like this person's more in their divine masculine energy, whereas you guys are going to be more in your divine feminine energy. Remember that it nothing to do with gender, it's just an energy coming through. So let's pull 3. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. If you guys really don't care about anyone that you're in a no contact situation with, or if you guys don't care about anyone from the past, skip maybe 3 minutes. But I was just pulling these cards if you guys have maybe been in like a connection with someone that you're not speaking to them, and you just want to know how that's going to pan out, or even if you think, oh wait, what if someone from the past comes back this year, and you want to know where their headspace is at, maybe we could use do you know what, that's what I'm going to use them for. Let's take a look at if this is a past energy trying to come back, or if, yeah, that's how it's kind of like morphing into in regards to your reading. If this is a past energy coming back that tries to get their attention, what is their motives? Tell me their motives. What is their energy? What is all of that about? If you don't care for it, you can skip 3 minutes, but I feel like it could help you decipher if it is someone from the past. So the other energies now, not the person they end up with, the other energies. If there is a past person coming back, what is their energy? What's the point of it? What are they trying to gain? We have scared to be vulnerable. So I feel like when I was talking about the other people that you see through, I think that they're emotionally unavailable. And maybe that's why I was focused on them saying a whole lot but not delivering. Because they might like the idea of being with you but not have what it takes, and your own boundaries are going to save you with that situation. We have you pushed me away. So the person that might come back in this situation, it could have been someone that you cut off. Maybe you did put boundaries in with them, or they could feel like you're pushing them away or you're completely neglecting them, which I feel is literally just boundaries you're setting and seeing through them. One more card for this person. Oh, we have you're too good for me. So again, there's this energy, and again, there's someone coming in, love bomby, fiery. It does feel like an energy from the past. Or again, it's just the same sort of energy in a different physical body, in a different person. And I just feel like they're going to see you on your pedestal and they're going to try and pull you down with words and not deliver any actions. And then we have lust. So again, it's that passionate boom, but then has no substance. You know what I mean? And I think that's what you're seeing through. That's what the energy is. If you want to relate that to someone from the past, that's what we have here. And then we have ego at the back of the deck. So I feel like they may be looking at you thinking, okay, that's a nice little cherry pie. I would like to have that on my table, have that as a little snack. But it's like, instead of actually making their own cherry pie or making themselves into a nice cherry pie, they don't want to do that. So it's like, you got what I mean? They have to maybe use words or love bomb or look for a way in through maybe insecurities. That's what you're seeing through. This could mimic the past energy too. So one final card, and this is a message from the universe in regards to your love life. It popped out straight away. We have Mother Rose. Returning to each other, compassion, humanity. So the person you do end up with in regards to love, this person. With returning to each other, this feels very soulmate, soul link. We look like each other on the inside. We feel like each other on the inside. We're going in the same direction. We have the same depth. We have that same love. I feel more stable here. This is where I'm hearing the Kehlani song Melt, and she sings, I want to melt into you. So it's like, it flows more natural. You feel one and the same, you know. And the back of the deck, we have plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, grounded action. This person that you end up with is going to really give you a safe space to land, help you feel much more nurtured, and they'll really care for you and give you a safe space to like open up your heart. Whereas whoever this is doesn't make you feel like that. I think it's all butterflies and adrenaline. This feels like whoever this is, and it could be more than one person. Yeah. So pile one, that is what I have for you in regards to your love life in 2023. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you guys are watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what is to come in love in 2023 for you guys. So I'm going to start with tarot. I'm going to pull 4 cards just to really see a little bit of a storyline, and then I'm going to pull all the oracle cards around it and get more detail. It's going to be a bit of a detailed reading. For those of you, what was I going to say? There's lots of details to the reading, but I have these cards that I made a while ago. These cards basically have descriptions of like a particular person, like green eyes, athletic, all of that, psychic. I made them a while ago. I've pulled them out so we can, if we do have someone coming in for you guys, we can really see what they might be like and personality traits and stuff. However, for those of you guys that may be going into 2023 in a no contact situation, or there's something like that going on and you do want to know what is the future of it in this situation, I do have these cards that I made a while ago too, which has some words like fill in a void, why did you pull away, just to see if, you know, bring you some clarity on that going into the new year, just in case, you know, to make sure you're not wasting your time, or maybe help you kind of release something if you need to. So I will be pulling that on the side just for whoever needs that, and feel free to skip it if you have no one. I just felt the need to add it in. So let's get in. Pile number 2, please, Spirit Guides, the green aventurine pile. What's to come in love in 2023? What is to come in love in 2023 for my pile number 2s? What is to come in love for my pile number 2s, we have the 8 of Pentacles. What is to come in love? I almost feel like my heart has like that white plastic over it, and it's like closed for maintenance. And hear me out when I say that. I just see you guys with this 8 of Pentacles. It's like doing some healing or some purging, rewiring your brain in some sort of way, really reevaluating what you want out of love. Because it's like a kind of like no entry, and then I'm like, it's like I'm hearing like spanners and drills, and I'm like working on it to kind of see what I really want. We'll get into it, but I just feel like maybe the first part of the year you might not be super available. Remember that we are going into the new year in a Mercury retrograde, and the new astrological year isn't until Aries season. But I just feel like maybe just for Mercury retrograde, then I feel like maybe you guys are really going back in, maybe seeing something that you need to purge and work through and following that. So I would say don't push that down. Allow any emotions that come out in the first quarter, and especially around the Mercury retrograde time period, just really allow and review what needs to be reviewed to put it to bed, because once it's out, and you don't have to deal with it again. Do you know what I mean? Until it needs to, you know, come through, if it does need to come through again. So just really allow your emotions to come through. But I see you purposefully focusing on self in a healing way. Pile number 2, what is to come? We have the Empress. Love that. What is to come in 2023 for my pile number... Oh, we have the 5 of Wands reversed. I'm hearing ringing in my ears, so some of you guys may go through a spiritual upgrade or a psychic upgrade in 2023, because I'm hearing a lot of ringing in my ear. Clairaudience, you know, or just your frequency shifting this year, which could be as a result of this purging period that I see. What is to come? Final card from Tarot. What is to come in 2023 for my pile number 2s? Too many cards fell. Hang on. Pile number 2. What is to come in 2023 for my pile number 2s? Oh, we have 2 cards. That's okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords. Love that. Okay. The back of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. There is a mindset. There's something in your subconscious that is coming to the surface this year that you are going to be letting go of in order to open your heart up to love. Because I see for you guys, pile number 2, you do really want love and you do really want a connection like that. But there is a level of, I have to be honest with what I'm seeing in the subconscious. There's a level of maybe grief, or I feel like you still have power over me, or you still have power over my confidence, or you still have power over how I feel. And I think that you guys know that when love is coming in, that's gonna have to be plucked out, you know what I mean? So that you're not fearful, or you're not pushing it away, or you're not recognizing it because you're maybe focusing on a different energy. I think you guys know that, which is why we have this 8 of Pentacles. And I feel like you guys having that with the Empress card, you guys having a vision of where you want to be, and knowing that it's on the other side of a little bit of healing, which is maybe doing a little bit of shadow work, or there's a particular wound that I see some of you guys just really pulling out. So I do see for a little while of 2023, you guys focusing on something coming up that feels heavy, but once it's out, it's out. And I want to say that. That's something that I see straight away, which may cause you around being taken to Cancer season, Gemini season, that time period. It may cause you a little bit of frustration of like, well, I just want love, when is it coming in? But I think that you're going to realize that that's a mentality of lack, and I see you guys really pulling that out and really pouring more back into you. And I see that's going to be a little bit of a turning point, because it's like, I'm not saying you're bypassing anything, but there's just something that you're not seeing in your subconscious that is manifesting into your physical reality now, that is stopping you from feeling like this Empress, stopping you from feeling $1 million in yourself, stopping you from having more control over your own heart and your own emotions. There's something that's there, kind of like a little bit of ghost in the shadow. It's literally being put in your face for you to acknowledge it, because the universe can see, you can see, your higher self can see this beautiful heart, and that there's something to match it. And it's like, okay, to get there, we have to get this out. We need to bring it up into their face so that they can acknowledge it and let go of it, so that there's a clearer path. It's like when there's a stream of water and there's like things in the river to stop the water from streaming the way it's supposed to, we remove the rocks to let the water flow. So it's like you're being aware of this boulder, and in that moment with the Five of Wands reversed, it may look like a little bit of a frustration, it may look like a little bit of a block, but it's literally, you're being made aware of it. It's not to block you, it's so that you can move it out of the way for love to come in. It's like unclogging something so that energies can flow. And I do feel like it's something that may feel a little bit dense while you're going through it, but like I'm saying, once it's out, it's out. It almost feels like it's something you've been trying to heal for some time. The final part is being yanked this year. And it feels very vital, because it then shifts your reality. It sends you into a big shift then. So I don't know if you've been trying to heal a particular wound with someone from the past, an ex. It could be in regards to your own inner worth and power. It could be in regards to karma with like maybe family members and wounds with family members. There's something that is making you not see yourself fully, or be in your power fully, or really feel the love that you really deserve. It's really being put in your face so you can acknowledge it. And I just see like it could be something tied to your inner child, because it's like my inner child's in front of me and I'm hearing the song from Billie Eilish, Lovely, and she sings "Hi Love, Welcome Home." So it's almost like your inner child's in front of you and you're hugging your inner child. So it's something to do with your inner child, and it's coming up. Hi Luna. Say hi everyone. This is Luna, guys, my kitten. Come here, baby. But yeah, I see that once it's pulled out, this confusion ends. And I see, especially going from like, I don't know why September feels a bit vital for some of you guys. Remember, this is a general reading and that energy can shift. So it could go into August, it could go into October. But there's a time period, especially going into spooky season, I'm being told, where you guys feel really, really empowered. And I see you guys really directing energy. And it's not just affecting your love life and having you more in control of your love life and what's to come in. But I think that it's going to affect every area of your life. It's going to touch every area of your life, because you would have stepped into your power. I'm hearing that song, Nothing's Gonna Stop Me Now. Like, you're going to be in so much of your power. It's like, you might not even be thinking of love then, because it's like, I feel all of this love within me. Let me just feel it within myself a minute before something comes in. But that vibration in itself, the work that you do throughout the year, is going to then open you up to someone stepping in. And I feel like it's something you've already been working on. But I need to remind you that healing isn't linear and it can go round and round. This year, you're pulling something out for good. But when we pull it out for good, it's intense. And I see that you guys know that there's something that you're working on, because we have the Eight of Pentacles and you're purposely purging and working towards it. But there's something where you're going to get to the root of it that you might have either not seen yet because you were focusing on the other parts of it and healing it, or you might have naturally just bypassed it because it was just a heavy emotion to feel. Could be either or. You're yanking it, okay? So I have to be honest with you. You're stepping away from a lot that doesn't serve you then when that shift comes in, to kind of create this beautiful balance. And I have to be completely honest. This year, do I see a big emphasis on an actual person coming in? No. But do I see you pushing heavy weight to make room, so that you can acknowledge and be open to it without whatever this was confusing you? Yes, it's the work you do this year and the vulnerability you allow yourself to feel this year, to acknowledge it within yourself, that's going to bring someone in. So don't think, oh, well, this year I'm not, like, love isn't coming in and it's all just a waste of time and it's all been in vain. It's not, because there's something vital happening energy-wise that is causing you to reach this Ten of Pentacles, where the love of your life this year is going to be you. And you're going to really feel it for the first time. You're not going to be looking anywhere else for it. It's all in you, to the point that you're so content with it. You're just not super focused on love at that point. You'll get to that point, I promise. I can see you feeling it. I see you, like, weeping in joy. And it's like, I love where I'm at. And it's like, now you're directing from a completely different level, because with the butterfly you've grown. And then 2024, I feel like that's when maybe physically you'll start to see the shift. But it's more energetic this year, I have to be completely honest. So let's get deeper, because obviously we're going to go deeper. We've got a lot of cards to pull. So my pile number 2s, 2023. What's to come in love for my pile number 2s in 2023? There's this meme, and it's like a moth looking in the mirror, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, I'm the light I've been searching for all along, and the moth's looking in the mirror. And I think that's your year. You're really realizing that the love of your life is in the mirror, and it's no frustration to it. Like, you may even, when I tell you this, because I can almost feel it, some of you guys may be thinking, oh, like, no, like, where's love? But I think you're going to completely remove yourself from that lack mentality of where is it, and be in this present moment and really see it in you. And that feeling of, well, where is my person? You're not even going to feel that, because you just know it's going to be for you, because you're moving towards this Empress energy. You have your eyes set on it. You know what I mean? And she's not worried about the harvests growing. She just sits in her energy. She knows it's coming to her. She doesn't have to worry. And if it doesn't come, it doesn't come. It'll come when it needs to. And that's where you're going to reach. And I see you really commanding energy and being in your power by the end of the year. And you're going to realize that you were never out of your power. You just needed to see it. You know what I mean? That boulder in the way, it was you maybe not seeing your own power, your own light, that love inside you. You know what I mean? And I think that this year is going to be really vital, and it's going to bring a much needed shift in. We have glamour. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. And look, she's looking into the mirror. She's looking at herself. She's looking at a reflection. You know what I mean? It's like you're really learning to love self on a really organic and deep level. And this work you're doing on self, that's the strongest form of self-love, you know? And you know why you're doing it, because it's to stop maybe your love falling into the wrong hands of people that maybe there's an illusion where you feel your power or your confidence or your worthiness is in somebody else's hands. You're doing it so you can get it out of their hands and into your own. And really, it's not a case of you're taking it out of their hands and into your own. You're learning it was never in the hands in the first place. You determine your worth. You determine your heart. You determine what you deserve, you know? And it's all this realization that happens this year. We have study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So some of you guys could be super focused on self this year. In the sense of knowing that you want to reach this Empress energy. So it's like, I'm going to take a course, or I'm going to work on a particular side project, or my career, or I'm going to really build on things that are sufficient to me and really pour into me and study. I see you guys reading books a lot this year. Yeah, that's something coming through. I see you guys reading a lot. So you could be taking up a particular course, or just learning about yourself through maybe books or movies and things like that, and getting to know you and what you deserve. And it's like kind of like self-help as well. It's like really nurturing your inner child, nurturing your shadow, so that they know the power's in their hands too. You know, we have health. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and might. Yeah, this year is about you. The love of your life this year, pile number 2, I have to be honest, is you. You're bringing all of that love to you before someone else, you know, matches that. You're getting rid of anything that's stopping the wheel from turning in a beautiful way, because it's like only the best for me. So if it's only the best for me, then I need to kind of show up as that too. And I see you guys doing that, and it's like acknowledging things that might be a bit painful, but they're releasing. It's out, it's gone. There's something you've been trying to heal for years. Because it's reminding me of like a wound I had with my dad, and I was healing it for 10 years, and it was just going round and round and round and round. And I just thought, I even got to a point where I thought, I'm never going to heal this. This is it. I'm going to have this for the rest of my life. And I managed to heal it. It was actually this year in January. And oh my God, the shift that came in after that, the love I felt within myself, the understanding that I had not just for him, but connections that mirrored it. It was such a rebirth. And then connections that mirrored that thing with my father. It was like I almost wanted an apology from them, or I wanted a return of my own energy back. And once I understood from my father's lens and was able to pull that wound out, I didn't even have to review those old connections, because it was like, no, I get why that happened, and I forgive you, and I don't even want that anymore. I don't need you to come back. I'm good. Like, I'm really good. And I really moved on from it. And I see something like that happening with you. It doesn't have to be the same situation. Could be in regards to, again, like inner child, could be mother wound, it could be insecurities, you feeling like someone's taking the power away from you. Whatever it is, you're really realizing it and letting go. But there's a big quick purge that comes in for that to happen, which may have you like, I give up. But when we give up, it alchemizes. When we surrender, shifts happen. And that's what I see. I don't know why I'm shuffling again, because we've got the 3 cards down, but yeah. So super focused on self. You're seeing that, the candle, see, you're seeing that light within you. You're falling in love with yourself first. Study. It's like you're expanding your brain, you're expanding your mind. And then health, it's like you're pouring into you. You're making sure that mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you're where you need to be. Not for anyone else, but for you. That's the focus this year. Pile number 2, 2023. We have time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. I'm going to pull 1 card for the other side, and then I'll channel the messages there. 1 more card. I think this year you're getting out of your masculine energy and into your feminine energy. Again, it doesn't matter what gender or anything like that. They are vibrations. And I think that maybe you're almost moving out of chaser and moving back into like, I'm ready to receive. And you do that by pouring into yourself first and allowing yourself to feel your own love and receive your own love back into you first. And then that's when the tides shift, and then other people can then pour into you. Because it almost feels like I want love, but I'm also resistant to really surrender into it. I almost feel like I have to give and give to get something back. In the sense of I need to chase something or search for something or prove myself to something. That's being pulled out this year, so that you're fully in this Empress energy. And again, divine feminine energy, you're in that. So with the trying too hard, you're not like in the masculine energy of trying to look for something or look for your worth or look for something in someone else. It's like, I'm receiving and I'm pouring it into me and I'm filling up my own cup. It's like the Temperance card in Tarot. Pile number 2, what is to come? I see this being such a positive year for you guys in regards to your own growth. Like when you hit this 10 of Pentacles as well with the Queen of Swords, it's like you find yourself. And I know that feeling when you finally open up to receive and have to give in for so long and not feeling like you were worthy of it, and you feel that love and it all gets like returned to you. And honestly, it does, because I've been there. It honestly, you just have it pour back into you, and it is the most beautiful feeling. And you don't need anything in that moment, because you know you have everything within, and it's so beautiful. And I see you reaching in. I feel so excited for you guys to feel that. Like you really do feel it within. There's no frustration or why isn't this manifestation coming in yet or anything like that. It's like, no, I have everything within me, and everything's perfect now because I have everything I need. And I didn't see it before, but I see it now. Like I see that happening, and it's so beautiful. Like it makes me want to cry thinking about it. It's so beautiful. That's why we have this 10 of Pentacles, because I just see this rebirth, and you're just seeing love everywhere. It's like I have love in my animals, I have love in my family, I have love in my friends, the people around me, even connections in the past, there was love there, even if it wasn't, you know, the most healthiest. They loved me to the depth that they could at the time, but it taught me what I needed to know, and I have love for them too. Maybe there's forgiveness that comes through, like there's just love that you feel, but it's emitting from you, you know, which then draws someone in moving forward. We then have look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. The person that you do end up with next, like the next actual relationship you have, this is someone that's quite psychically linked, I feel. And I feel like you guys are gonna like instantly know each other, because there's this like, you know, like Lady and the Tramp, and they have the spaghetti and it like their mouths like connect to each other through the spaghetti. It's like that, but on a heart level. It's like your heart's so clear, you're so in tune with your heart, there's no karma there or like wounds that you're working through in that sense. that there's this cord and you can see the cord a lot clearer. So when this person comes in, you connect on a hearty level. Like there's this warm feeling in the heart that comes through pile 2 when this person comes in later on down the line. I don't feel like it will be 2023 though. I have to be 100% with you guys, otherwise what would be the point of the reading? Like, you know, but I do see it. I do see it coming. Pile number 2, we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. We pull 2 more cards. Pile number we have true love. This is what you're waiting for. Yeah, this is the romance of a lifetime. This is what's coming in. But you've had to move the rocks from that completely flowing. Otherwise, when this person come in and say now you still had those rocks in the way of that stream, this person could be trying to give you love that you deserve, but you might not see it in yourself. And you might not be able to understand it or take it in completely. And you wouldn't be able to really embrace something that is really for you. And that's why it has to be removed so you can really feel it. Because even energetically, when we talk about divine timing isn't, it'll come when it's supposed to. Divine timing is energetically within me right now. I have something that may be repelling an energy away because I'm scared of it on a level I can't see yet subconsciously. So I could be attracting in unavailable people because I naturally am unavailable within myself, but I don't see it because I'm scared to receive. So, and this is hypothetically, I'm trying to explain what divine timing is. So it's like, once I remove that, the flow can start happening, and that's when it comes in. The universe wasn't holding it away from me until I was ready, in the sense of until I had did everything right and I was worthy. Nothing was being held from me. It was my own energy that I needed to open myself up to, and I didn't know that there might have been a cog there had I not drawn in someone that was emotionally unavailable, or had these wounds come up for me to analyze them and remove them. How would I have known if I didn't see it? So you're really realizing and understanding how that even divine timing works this year. You know what I mean? That no one was holding anything back from you, and it was never punishment at all, you know? Pile number, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. On the back of the deck we have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. There's an uncomfortability that you guys may have felt in the past with receiving genuine love. You may have looked for what you saw in childhood, or what maybe older connections were like, which might have been a bit more love bomby or triggering insecurities. So you might have been looking for that, and maybe your view of love might have been a little bit tainted in regards to that, thinking that was love, whereas you're removing the rocks because the true love and this energy that comes in is a lot different. With heart-to-heart conversations, I see you guys really having very truthful conversations with your own self, where triggers are coming up and where these thoughts and feelings are coming up, where there are wounds, and really analyzing them to really release and bring that to you. Again, you're stepping towards someone that's for the heart, not lust or just a little bit of attraction, or someone that's just there for a little bit of the ride and then walking away. Like, you're here for like genuine love because that's what you have in your heart. So you're clearing the path, ready for it. That's a big thing. You know what I mean? It's a big thing to be ready for. Like, it's not going to instantly come. It's something that you align with and you work on yourself to make sure you're ready for. You know what I mean? In the sense of that you're not pushing it away and you can fully receive it. Because if you can't see it in yourself, you're not going to see it in someone else. So that's what we have here. And then attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You're going to learn this year as well about being present, not needing anything and having it all within you, so that it attracts itself to you, because then there's no resistance of pushing it away, sort of thing. Because when we're not focused on our present moment and we're looking to the future and there's anxiety and where is this and where is that, we look at it in a future lens of, it's going to come later on, and then it keeps being pushed away because you're not focused on the now. You love yourself in the now, and that's when things start to come in, and that's what you're learning to do this year. Yeah, it's so powerful. I feel really excited. Pile number 2, like nothing's stopping you this year. I feel like you're really gonna embrace this Empress energy to a really strong degree. Really know your worth, what you deserve, and really mean it and feel it, you know. Pile number 2. Any messages from pile number 2, spirit guides, in regards to love in 2023? Goodness, that card fell. We have the 5 of Swords, and we had that at the back of the deck too. Walking away from what doesn't serve you, and walking away. Some of you guys, and it's only some of you guys, it's not all of you. Some of you guys may be waiting out for some sort of an apology or proving your worth somewhere. You're going to completely let go of that this year. You don't care for the apology. You don't care about somebody seeing you flex it. Like, you don't care about it. It's like, I care for me. I'm focused on me. I'm not holding out for an apology anymore. You're letting go of a connection maybe you might have been holding on to, or just a feeling of maybe looking to other people for them to see your worth. It's like, I don't care if you see my worth or not. I see it in myself. You're walking away from some sort of battle that you might have been in subconsciously, and maybe you're not even aware of it. Some of you guys may not even be aware of it now, but it'll come up subconsciously into your conscious reality. Pile number 2, we have the 6 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and we have the 6 of Cups reversed. And the back of the deck, we have the 2 of Cups. Love that. So know that that is what you're stepping towards, and I think the journey to someone else is through your own heart. I think that the minute you step away with this 5 of Swords energy, I see you guys really putting yourself on that pedestal, really seeing that light in you. And it's like, I'm hearing the song from Encanto, What Else Can I Do? The Isabella song. It's like, you're really meeting your true, authentic self underneath all the layers, and you're like falling in love with it. You know, like with Isabella when she has those plants, and she's like so excited that she's making all of these unique plants, because she no longer feels the need to prove herself to the grandmother and create all those roses and be that perfect person. It's like, no, I like my weird and wonderful self, and she has all of these plants and she kind of falls in love with that version of herself. That's what I see you guys doing. You're kind of on a bit of an Isabella journey this year. And then with the 6 of Cups reversed, I think that there's just something either from your childhood or someone that it's like you've almost gone around in a cycle with, that's what's being pulled. That's being confirmed with the 6 of Cups. That's what you're walking away from with the 5 of Swords. And I think that's what's putting you on the pathway of meeting this 2 of Cups. And I think it's interesting that this card's flipped over this way, because I think that's when you are kind of like open the new chapter. And we literally have the Wheel of Fortune, so that's when you open the new chapter. But that's what you're working towards, so remember that. Nothing that you're doing is in vain at all. And you know, healing isn't linear. You're not going backwards when you need to work on something. Like, that's what's going on there. So for those of you that have maybe like a no contact situation, or this 6 of Cups energy could pertain to like a particular someone, I am going to pull 4 cards towards that person's energy this year, just for you guys to see and maybe get a little bit of clarity. That's what I wanted to use these cards for. And then we're going to use these to take a look at who is to come in for you, and what the type of person you're drawing in, what kind of character traits they have. I will pull that for you guys as well. So let me just do this first. If you don't have someone in mind that you don't care about their energy, you can skip like 2 minutes forward. But I know that some people might still be in that and want to know, so that's why I pulled these out. So pile number 2, if they are in a no contact situation, or there is someone they're trying to step away from, or there is a karmic energy here with this 5 of Swords, what is that person's energy like gonna be towards my pile number 2's? What is right? So we have sex that's come out straight away, so this could have been a connection that was based very sensually. You have to be careful with my wording. I feel like they may be very lustful towards you and drawn to you in that certain aspect. I don't think that's changing at all. I think they still are very drawn to you in that aspect. We have right person, wrong time. Let me get 2 more cards, and then I'm actually going to put these over here. Because that's what I did for the other pile. Because the main person is going to go in the middle. So sex, right person, wrong time. Pile number 2's No contact situation, a person from the past. What is their energy? Motives. I'm scared, you've moved on. One more card. Pile number 2, no contact situation. Person from the past, fantasy. And then the back of the deck we have, you're too good for me. So with the sex, again, like I said, this person's very lustfully drawn to you. I don't think that has changed, and I don't think that's going to change. There's a bit of passion there that I'm picking up, but with the right person, wrong time. I just feel like with you guys, if this is a person maybe you were waiting for an apology from, I just feel like they're not really that committed to evolving and growing. The fact that they're saying right person, wrong time, I'm scared you've moved on, but there's no, you know, I'm coming back for you, baby. Like, there's none of that. It's kind of like, oh, well, that happened, you know, right person, wrong time. It's like there's no substance there. There's no depth there that you deserve and that you're working towards. This person isn't thinking of evolving in their own selves like you are. And I think with I'm scared you've moved on, they may even, for some of you guys, crop up, but it's more so like, are you still around sort of thing. I don't see any change, and I think that's where you guys are then evolving, because with I'm scared you've moved on, I think they're going to see you really working on self. And it's like, oh, that person's like really swimming down into the deep end and I really can't make my way down now, what's going on? So there is going to be an energy of that, but this person then isn't swimming into the deep end. There's no... They'd rather fantasize about it but not actually do the work. And I think that's maybe something you guys might have been holding off for, thinking, oh, well, maybe, you know, you may have thought right person, wrong time, maybe they will. But I see at one point this year you're going to step away and be like, no, I think I want more. I want someone to come into the depths with me, not just fantasize about it. You know what I mean? And I think this person tried to pull you off your pedestal and maybe use your own insecurities to make their way in, sort of thing. That's how it does feel with this past person. And being told, I'm telling you nothing you don't already know. That's something that I'm being told. So let's pull this 2 of Cups at the back of the deck, which I want to pop here, which is what you're working towards, what you're aligning with. I want to know what this person's energy is going to be like and what they're going to be like. So this 2 of Cups energy, what they are working towards, the person that they are aligning with. Can you tell me any traits that they're aligning with when they go through this transition of the 10 of Pentacles? Past life connection. Yeah, I said it's going to be psychically, like from the heart. You're going to know each other from the heart space because you would have had lifetimes together. Pile number 2, the person they're aligning with, what is their energy? We have shy, and then we have talkative. You're going to think this person is shy at first, but I think that this person's very, very observant. And I think as time goes on, I feel like you're going to expand and open up to each other, and there's just going to be a lot of, I'm hearing fun. There's like an inner child being released within the 2 of you, like both of your inner childs are kind of connecting and opening up to each other. But I feel like you both may think that the other's shy when you first meet, because I think that you're both going to think that either person wouldn't be interested in you, if that makes sense. Like they're going to think you wouldn't be interested in them. You're going to think they wouldn't be interested in you. So it's kind of like you both view each other then as maybe shy or not interested, but that's not the case. And I think when you open up, it's going to be like house on fire, getting on. Pile number 2. Who are they? Friend of a friend. So you could meet them through a mutual friend. We have athletic, so they could have an athletic build. We have short. So when I get short and tall in these cards, it could be that you are really short and they're really tall, or they are really short and that didn't make sense. Yeah, they are really short and you are really tall. Take it as it is. I just see that as height difference, and that's what I should have really called it, but I didn't. We have confidence. I'm hearing the Justin Bieber song and he's like, I'm confident. I'm hearing that. So this person is naturally very confident in who they are, and I think at that point you will be too. You know what I mean? Like I just see you guys being really confident in who you are, and I think that's what magnetizes you both too. Glasses, so either or could wear glasses. You or this person could wear glasses, and I feel like the person, okay, that's probably why it was taking a while for this to come in you, for you to align with this Two of Cups energy, because it could be someone that you actually end up marrying or being engaged to. And I think that's why it was taking its while, because with a situation like that, it doesn't just form in a day. It doesn't just happen within like a couple of weeks or even like a year or two. Like, that's something that we align with, you know what I mean, and really match our energy to. So that's probably why it's taken its while, and you've really been getting rid of the rocks so it could be of substance. If you hadn't got rid of the rocks, it probably wouldn't be as much of substance and it could be crumbling, and that's why you've been getting ready for it. So it hasn't been in vain. The back of the deck is travel, so you could meet them traveling, or you could travel, they could travel, and that's how you meet. You could have a common interest there. So what message from the universe for my pile number 2s in regards to love for 2023? What is the message from the universe? Oh, your card fell on the floor. We have held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. Do you see how she's being held by like the grandmother energy there? You're learning how to receive and be nurtured by doing it for yourself first, so that when this person comes in, you can fully receive it, understand it, and acknowledge it. That's what's happening this year. It's really, really beautiful. In the back of the deck, we have the Rose of Venus, alignment, flow. What we were talking about, the river flowing, right relationship and harmony. That's what you're being prepared for. So don't feel, because I know some of you guys are probably thinking, F you, Lexi, F you in your love reading. You know, I do get comments like that. Like, I want someone to come in now. Why are you telling me this? This is what I energetically got, but this is probably going to be one of the most powerful readings that I've done for 2023 in regards to a love energy, because you are alchemizing something very significant and moving weight for something to come in. Don't be, oh, I'm not going to be in love this year. You are with yourself, and it's going to be very beautiful, the energy I'm feeling. Please be open to receiving that, because it's really going to be a beautiful gateway for you guys. You don't have to be open to receiving it. You can turn it off and tell me to F off if you want. But that's what I'm picking up. And I think it's going to be a really beautiful shift. And you're going to look back and be like, oh my God, I did that. And there's just so much love exuding, you know? To me, this just feels so beautiful and empowering. So that's what I have for you guys, pile number 2. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you guys are watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what is to come in love in 2023 for you guys. So I'm going to start with tarot, which is basically me creating a little bit of an energetic storyline as to what's to come in 2023 love-wise for you guys. And then I'm going to pull oracle cards around and get some details as well. So yeah, let's get straight in. What I do want to say before I get in with the tarot is I've pulled out these decks that I made when I first started my channel. If you're here from the OG days, you would have seen them before. And basically, if somebody is coming in for you guys, I'm going to be pulling these cards, which is basically got some traits that they may have, like intelligent, green eyes, friends first, you know, all of that. I'm aware that some of you guys could be in no contact situations or have people from the past that you would want to know about. So there will be maybe like a 1 minute or 2 minute time frame where I will pull on that for whoever needs it. Feel free to skip at that part, and we'll just be taking a look at that other person's energy in 2023 for those of people that really want some answers in regards to that. But that'll only take about 2 minutes. I just want to make sure I'm covering everybody's needs, you know. So let's get in. Pile number 3, please, Spirit Guides, 2023. What is to come in love in 2023 for my pile number 3s? What is to come in love in 2023 for my pile number 3s? You guys feel like when I tap into your energy, I feel like, let me just put this down, the 2 of Pentacles. You guys are so emotionally intelligent, observant, and this is me tooting your horn, by the way. Honestly, coming into your energy, you feel like that Janae Aiko song Define Me when she sings, time you've gotten behind me, all in divine timing. Like, I feel like you're clicking in this reading, but it's like, even if I got told love isn't coming in, I don't mind, because I know what's for me is always going to be for me. There's such a beautiful piece that I'm picking up on from you guys. Like, you've really done a lot of work and reached this point of, it feels like Empress energy, you know? You really feel like what's for me is always going to be for me. Let's just see what comes in. It's really beautiful. So we have Two of Pentacles reversed straight away. Let me get the other cards and then I'll channel. So 2023 love life for my pal number 3s, please. 4 of Wands. 2023's love life. Page of Swords. 2023's love life for my pile number 3s. I'm here and I've got my eye on you. Someone's got their eye on you this year. You're none the wiser for the most part though. I have to be honest with you. Someone's got their eye on you. I feel giddy. I feel excited. That's how I feel. I feel like that's how I feel. I don't know why. I'm just getting excited. We have 5 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Let's get in. Okay. Going into the year, the last thing you're thinking about is love. You're focused on anything but love. And it's not a case of, you know, I'm scared of love. I feel a bit like a feral cat. I want to run away from it. It really isn't that. Like I said, you feel so peaceful as I tap into you in the love sector. Love isn't a priority. It's not even something you're thinking to manifest in. You know, sometimes my scripts, you're not even scripting that. It's like, I want, especially with this Two of Pentacles reversed, I feel like maybe in regards to home life, finances, career, you're super focused on that and making a stability for yourself there. So it's like, yeah, I'm open to love, but let me just pour into me so that when love comes in, I'm ready for it. You may be from the pile that I did for the 2023 predictions that is super focused on self-love this year and creating a kind of like globe of protection in the sense of, let me pour into me now so I can get results later on. You might be from that pile because you feel like the same energy. So the whole while you're doing this, now that I'm really focusing on love, it's like the whole while you're focusing on you, all around you is timelines and energy shifting and someone's making their way down this path towards this globe. And you're like inside this globe, colouring it. What colour do we want the walls? Focused on it. Like, I see someone looking in the mirror like, shall I change my hair? Like, shall I put my money towards this? And you're just so focused on self, and someone's just like, you know, like a cuckoo clock, and it's like, cuckoo, like someone's there just like almost knocking on the glass of the globe, like, I'm here. And I think maybe in the past, you guys were quite focused on love, and someone coming in and like, you're almost like, where is this person? Whereas I feel like now it's like, I'm so in love with where I'm at. I'm not looking up because I'm just so focused in this present moment and creating results in this moment for later on. And then I feel like when your person comes in, you're looking anywhere but, not in the sense of I'm running, in the sense of you just don't see this person coming in. And I see them literally knocking on the globe like, hello. And like the universe, like, you literally wanted love, you know, for like quite many years of your life. It's now here. And you're just walking past it as if you can't see it because you're so in love with where you're at. And I want to cry tears of joy. I don't know why. I feel like it's a long time coming that you feel that way. Because with this Four of Wands, it's like you're really like the castle. It's what I feel like you were my pile 3 in the 2023 predictions, the general one, because there was castles in that and they've come here. And I think, you know, you may be looking at your life going into 2023 with this 5 of Pentacles, like, I don't want to be in this 5 of Pentacles again, so how can I continue to invest in myself? How can I continue to invest in my finances? How can I continue to invest in my career? And again, it's like you're focusing on short term. You're not focused on short-term gratification. You're focusing on your needs and everything right now and maybe going the long route to get results later on. And you're so intent on finding peace in your everyday life that you really find peace in your everyday life. You're so intent on finding happiness in your everyday life and showing up for yourself. Like, you could be someone like in the past that used to run from feelings of discomfort and maybe run towards like procrastinating or certain vices, and it's like you're really showing up, and anytime you do feel discomfort, you're acknowledging it and really making a physical change that you no longer are like imagining this life that you'd want, you're living it. That this person's coming in, and it's a King of Wands energy. There's a strong fire energy there. They're coming in. I feel like they may have a fire moon or fire Mercury. They're coming in and you're like, I'm so in love with everything. And someone's like, hello. And you're like, oh, look how beautiful this castle is. And they're like, I'm here. Like, you know, we've been aligning with each other for some time. Like, I'm here. And you're like, oh, the colours. Like, you're just really so content with where you're at, that it's almost making me laugh. It's almost making the irony of both of your higher selves laugh. It's making, I feel like, spirit around you and just ancestors, like, there's this chuckle of like the irony that this was what you wanted, and you're so in love with where you're at, you're just not even looking up. Like, and it's in a beautiful way though. It's like you really brought that to yourself. It's like, I want to cry, but in a good way. It's like, I feel happy. I feel really happy. And that's what's drawing this person in. And you're so happy that you're not looking outside of yourself for love. So when this person comes in, it's like, oh, I didn't see you that high. You know what I mean? I didn't see that. And my ring here, it just fell off my finger. So it's almost like, maybe in the past, because it's the eye ring here. Maybe in the past you put up a lot of borders. So like when people did show up that could have maybe given you a lot before, it was like you pushed them away out of fear of rejection or fear of hurt. That's gone. I'm hearing the Halo song by Beyonce, remember those walls I built, well baby they're tumbling down. It's like you just resonate with this person energetically. So what's funny is this Page of Swords card came up in the other reading, which was my pile number 3s for 2023, and I know to look at the Page of Swords, you wouldn't think, oh, well, someone's coming in. But I really felt that energy, and I didn't pull on it too much in the other reading because I knew there would be an emphasis when the love reading came about and you guys would watch the love reading of this person coming in. The fact that it's come up again in this reading, it's almost like, yeah, now we can talk about it. So I really do feel like you were drawn to pile number 3 and you were focusing on self-love this year, because the person that's coming in, they're very communicative. They're very, there's fire and air here. They're very in the moment, very action-based, but they have a lot to say. They're very vocal. They're someone that's going to give a lot of reassurance. And I feel like when this person comes in, it's like, I don't think they're going to, it's not in a love bomby way of, let me come in and let me give you everything. And it's nothing like the past, and it's nothing in an unhealthy way, but this person's going to be very upfront, blunt and honest. And this person is like blunt to the sense that, say now they were seeing someone and they were seeing somebody else at the same time, they wouldn't lie and sneak about it. They'd be like, oh, I'm seeing 2 people at the same time, you're one of them, I'm just letting you know so that you're not misled. That's how honest they feel. So coming in, I think straight away, I do feel they may have preconceived notions of the type of person you are, and the same with you to them. But I think that as time goes on, and they're not telling me how it grows, they're telling me to keep a barrier there, so I'm going to, because that's what Spirit's saying, to keep a barrier of how it comes in, just know it is. And I feel like you guys, you're naturally in the energy of receiving. You don't really need to know too much of the details there, but know this person's going to come in. You guys are going to get to know each other, and there's a lot of honesty that this person has, where they're going to be, the minute they feel something, they're going to be honest about it. Like, I feel like straight away they're going to be like, you look really attractive today, or I feel like that I waste no time. It's like, I really fancy going for food and I want to spend time with that person. Let me go ask them. And straight away, there's no, we're going to be together. There's no selling a dream. It's like, no, we're in the now. So it's like, let's go for food. I don't know why I'm hearing carbonara. I don't know if you guys like carbonara, they do, but it's like, could be significant. It's like, I like Italian food. Let's go get Italian food. And you might be a bit taken back because I feel like you're, at least maybe in the past, you might have been this way, where you'd keep people at arm's length, but you've been used to, maybe while doing some healing, keeping people at arm's length. So it's like, you naturally are like, oh, next week. And they're like, why not now? You know what I mean? Like, or they could like say to you, what are you doing tomorrow? Out of curiosity, and you're not doing anything the next day, so you'll be like, oh, nothing, I have nothing planned. And then they'll go, all right, okay, let's do something, I want to do something with you. And then you're like, well, maybe we could plan something for next week. And they're like, why? Like, what do you mean? Like, now, let's do it now. Like, if you said you were free tomorrow, you know what I mean? So it's like, they're gonna really bring you into your physical body too, and like, why later on? Why are we waiting? Why are we trying to analyze things? Let's just see where this can go. They're very honest about it. Very honest about their boundaries, very honest about their what they want, you know what I mean? There's no leading you up the golden path. It's like, they're very honest with you. And I think that there's a heavy with this King of Wands, watching, it's like I'm watching, they're observant. So it's like, the way I'm feeling, I'm being put in their energy, they're watching you dance to the beat of your own drum and live in your own little world. And it's like, how do I get into that little world? And how do I show them that I have my own little world? And how do I show them that we can merge that? And I really need to show up for this person so that they can really see I'm being genuine. And there's this friendship that's built this year. This is this year. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, it's 2024, the next year. No, this is this year. There's something being built. And even though it's a slow build, because it's weird, it's like, this person's very in the moment, but there's also a slow build, which makes me feel like this person is pacing themselves, you're pacing yourself, and you're really getting to know each other, which you can only do around each other. And there's a lot of communication, but this person's really observant. Like, you have a lot of qualities that this person admires. There's a really strong attraction and admiration and adoration for you guys. And not just, because I feel like in the past you've had people lusty, or people like drawn to you and then crash and burn in, whereas I feel like for you guys it's like, this person, yes, they have those feelings, but at the same time it's like, I really adore this person's career. I don't know if you have a dog, but it's like, I really adore how this person treats their dog. I really adore how this person treats their parents, you know what I mean? I really adore how this person's integrity is set up, how this person's morals is set up. And it's like, they're really observing you and this castle you've built and going, I really love that about you. I really like that about you. And falling in love with these little parts of you. And it's really, really interesting how that works. But honestly, for the most part, you are completely unaware, or like just not phased. And not phased because you're not interested, but it's like, naturally it's like, can I see you tomorrow? No, I'm having a self-love day and I can't wait for it. You're gonna have to wait. You know, like, you're so committed to you. It's like, can I see you tomorrow? No, I'm taking myself out for food. Oh, we could go for food. No. I already made plans with myself. Let me just take myself out for food because I'm really excited for it. I'll book you in for next Sunday. Like, there's a lot of that. And just you getting excited for self. And it's like, anything else can wait because I'm my priority. And this person's going to really respect it. Like, there's this level of respect. Like, oh my God, you're not just like snapping at my fingers. You're not just bending to what I want. And I really like that. I really, really like that. And it's this beautiful, I don't know why I'm being trying to buttercup. There was like a thing with like buttercups when I was younger. And if you rubbed it underneath your chin, I think it meant like you were sweet. So it's almost like this person, I don't know why I'm being shown that analogy, but this person's like, it's like I've been searching for you. It's like it's like Cinderella with a shoe, but it's like a buttercup, and I'm going under people's chins and I'm like checking to see if they're my person, and then it's like they're like rubbing it. This sounds so weird, but they've got the buttercup into your chin, and it's like, this is my person. Like, that's how it feels. It all aligns. And guys, I feel giddy. I feel very giddy. I love this. I feel like I'm watching a Hallmark movie. My mother keeps watching romantic Hallmark movies and telling me about them. And I'm like, okay, Tracy. I don't watch them, but she tells me and I'm like, okay. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, pile number. I feel excited. I just feel excited, but I also want to laugh because you're just so in love with self that it's like, you can wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, I've never felt this love for self before. I've never felt this confident. You can wait a sec. Like, let me feel it a minute, before I let someone in. You're careful of what's yours, so you're really cautious who's let in, to the point that your own boundaries and love is creating this moat around this castle that no one could get in unless it genuinely is the right person, and you're going off a frequency and nothing else. So when this person comes in, the lever's down, they're knocking on the chambers of the castle, and you're just not even hearing it because you're so content with what's inside the castle. You know what I mean? You're not even fearing the threats of who could jump over the moat or who could get in, because it's like, no, I've already created a moat around this. I've already created a layer of protection. I'm good. And I know what to do in a crisis anyway. I'm all good. Like, I've got me. It's cool. Like, you feel it. Do you know what it feels like? It feels free. And I don't think you felt like that for a long time. And I feel like even going into this reading, that's what I felt tapping into you. You felt so Empress energy. Nothing's holding me back. I feel free. You felt free coming into the reading, especially in love. I feel like there's something financial or career or something in your physical world that might be taking you there, but as far as your love life and love, you've really worked on yourself to feel free, and this connection feels free in too. It's really beautiful. Pile number, it's like you're seeing, this is what Spirit's saying, it's like you're getting the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's what you're getting, I feel. Pile number, and do you want to know why? I feel like I could literally say, now you tapped into this reading and I told you, oh, love isn't a thing this year, you'd be like, oh, cool, like, that's fine, I've got to focus on me and I love me and I'm not even fussed anyway. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be that bothered at all, and I think that's why it's coming in. We have wisdom on a Wednesday with a waxing moon. Let wisdom come and be renewed. I don't know why when I saw Wednesday, I was going to say on Wednesdays we wear pink. I have no idea why. You might like the colour pink. You might be drawn to the colour pink this year because it's the colour of the higher heart chakra. So that could be that, because I wanted to say that on Wednesdays we wear pink. But on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Look at the two owls there as well. This is a very soulful connection. Connected from the heart. I think you see that in each other. There's a depth there. You've reached a level of mastery over your own self that is aligning you with this person. You understand why the past had to go the way that it did. There's no fret, there's no anger or frustration. You've forgiven, you've moved on. It's beautiful, you know? Passion rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. Rise up high and flame my purpose, reach the sky. Your passion for self is what draws someone else in. The way you meet, I want to say, is going to be very synchronistic, because it's 11 on top of here, and then we have the 7 connected to Neptune. So it almost feels like it's divinely guided. There's some divine guidance at play with how you meet. And it feels like it's so simple in the physical how you meet, but energetically, there were pathways really being formed and you both had to really align with it. But physically, it's just going to be like, boom, you're here. It's almost like you're walking past someone. Do you know what it's like? It's like, this is what I'm being shown. Someone's seeing someone. You're both here. You're this finger. They're this finger, right? You're both walking past. This person acknowledges you and sees you, but your head's in the clouds because you just haven't, like, I'm hearing like headphones in. I'm hearing to Michael Bublé. It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. You're so happy with your own day and how you feel and how you look in yourself and everything. And it's like, this person smiles at you and you're like, quick smile, and then you just keep walking. And this person's like, wow. And you just keep walking. And it's like, it's a beautiful day. Like, that's when you meet. That's what it's going to be like. Like, this person might not even hold any significance the day that you meet, but you hold like a lot of significance to them. You really catch their eye and you're like, nothing's catching my eye at all. I'm just here for straight vibes and I'm loving it. Like, that's how you feel. It's really funny. I think that's what it is. This person might try and pursue a little bit, and like, it's not even just the case of you're none the wiser. It's just like, you might meet in a group meeting, but it's like, I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for my friends. I'm here for the drinks. I'm here for the food. I'm here for the time of my life. Like, that's why I'm here. Nothing else. I have nothing else to seek. It's all good within. You know what I mean? And someone's just like trying to like get into your world, and you're like just happy with just life in general. Like, there's nothing that this person could do to impress you, and this person can see that. So it's like, how do I kind of get in? It's kind of interesting how that works, but I think the time that you meet, you might just brush them off, but not out of I don't want to talk to you, we're just not acknowledging because you weren't looking for it, so you don't acknowledge it. We have energy, a light inside, my fire divine, energy fill me, make me shine. And I think even when you start to feel these feelings and that hearty resonance come with this person, you know, energetic wise, it's like you're super drawn to them, and it's like, yes, I think you might be my person, but like there's no, we have to rush this so it doesn't go south. It's like, this is gonna flow naturally, I know it is. Let's just take our time. Who sings let's just take our time, there ain't no need to rush? Let's just take our time, there ain't no need to rush. Who sang that? I'll have to find that in lyrics. Let's just take our time, there ain't no need to rush. I don't know, that's a lyric. It could even be a song I don't know, but you guys know, so I'm feeling like I know it because it's coming through, but I don't know it, I just know the lyric. Let's just take our time, there ain't no need to rush. Maybe type that in on Google with lyrics and see what comes up, but that's what came through. The back of the deck we have knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. You've gained a lot of wisdom to bring this in. The lamp is reminding me of like a genie lamp, like a whole new world. That's what that's reminding me of. And if you think about it, like Aladdin was really drawn to Jasmine before Jasmine was ever drawn to Aladdin. You know, he had to like grant 3 wishes from the genie to really get into that palace, you know, because she was kind of like out of reach. And I feel like it might be a little bit like that. And obviously Jasmine was financially well off, which to me, to the reading, you guys are like energetically very aware of your energy and high maintenance of who you are. And this person can see that. So it's like, okay, let's match that then. And I feel like this person's going to match that. Because this person, I feel, has their own castle sort of thing. You know, when Aladdin tries to pretend that he's Prince Ali, I think it is. It's like, let me bring out my inner Ali and show them my castle sort of thing. You know, that when the genie, Will Smith, starts singing that song. I feel like it's like, oh. And I think that you also encourage this person to put themselves first and pour into them too. I think you are a bit of a light of inspiration to them too. I feel like you almost kind of like show them as well, like, not that they're not confident and don't pour into themselves, because they do, but I think that you're also going to show them how, see, you're already learning from each other, and that's how I know it's a really good connection, because you're learning from each other. This person's learning from you how to tap as well into their own energy of being nurtured themselves and taking time out for themselves. Like, that patience that you emit, this person's going to learn from it. Like, this person's admiring you, so wanting to move like you too. That's what it is. That's why the Jasmine thing came in. Because, like, he turns into Prince Ali. So it's like, yeah, this person's almost admiring and, like, well, they take time out for themselves, so maybe I should do that too. Maybe that would be beneficial to me too. Like, and then you're looking at them and going, oh, well, they're maybe, like, financially invested in this, or they're, you know, mentally very, they're very confident and they speak their mind. Maybe I should speak my mind a little bit more. So you're learning from them and you're growing together and learning from each other as you fall in love with each other. It's really, really beautiful. It feels very divine. You both show each other new ways of doing things. Again, a whole new world with the lamp. It's like you both show each other new ways of doing things. Pile number 3, please, Spirit Guides. What's to come in 2023 for love? You know that song, I Just Want to Be Part of Your Symphony, When I Hold You Tight and Don't Let Go? I know it was Clean Bandit, and I don't know the singer, but I know that it was Clean Bandit, and that's what I'm hearing. I just want to be part of your symphony. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Your hearts are connecting, and that's what's drawing you in. I think that I'm hearing SZA's song Love Language, and she sings, talk to me in your love language. Show me how to connect to you, or something like that. Help me understand how you speak with your love language, or something like that. You're really learning each other from the inside out, and your hearts are connecting you to each other. It's really interesting. I think that it'll begin as friends, but I think this person's also going to be quite vocal of, I like you. You know what I mean? Like, I like you. We have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. That's what's having you so confident as well. It's like, I'm aware of my own boundaries. I know what my boundaries are. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. I know that I can walk away if need be, if what my worth isn't being served to the table, or my, you know, what I give out isn't being served back. Like, I already know that. You're coming in with this level of power and confidence that I felt the minute I opened up to you. Pile number 3. What is... oh, goodness, your cards are jumping about. Pile number... what's that song? I Can Be Your Hero, Baby. Isn't that Enrique Iglesias? I just heard that. This person might sing. They could be a singer, or they could just naturally just break out into song, or send you songs, or like to sing around you. Because I almost like heard someone singing that. So it's like, that could be... they could send you music to show you how they feel as well. That could be something. We have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Let me just lay the 3 cards and then I'll channel them. Pile number 3. What's to come in love for my pile number 3s? We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. One more card from this deck, please, Spirit Guides. 2023. What's to come in love? Am I using those? No. 2023. What's to come in love in 2023? Oh, am I using those? Okay. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your spiritual upbringing and spiritual path. You guys may be my psychic pile, and for you to have done that much work to be so detached from outcomes and just knowing what's for you on a divine level, I think that you guys are quite connected to spirit, and they might be too. Do you hear that? Do you hear the horns tooting? That was a confirmation from spirit. You're both connected to spirit. That's what it is. And there's going to be a lot of synchronicities to show you you're for each other as well, that are going to zap into the physical world too, to show you guys. Like, you could, like, I'll give you an example actually of how that's actually played out. My friend, she won't mind me saying this because she loves love, and she'll be fine with me saying this. I know she will. My friend and I, she'd been single for a really long time, gave up on love, wasn't interested. And I was always saying to her, like, you do this work on yourself now. And, you know, if you have any fears, get rid of them now, because love's going to come in, and like, it's going to be a completely fresh new love once you've let go of all the old. So she was doing work on herself for years, like single for years, wouldn't talk to anyone. Out of nowhere, this guy comes, who she now lives with, right? This guy comes, and it naturally just fell so beautifully. They just like fell in love together so beautifully. It just came out of nowhere. Like, 1 minute she'd been single for years, the next minute someone's just come in, and they came out of nowhere. And she said, and this was at the early stages, she said, I do feel like this is the one. And I said, why? And she said, because there was like loads of confirmations, like spiritually. And I said, how? They went on a date. I feel like you're my friends, and I'm like letting you know to kind of like hype you guys up. They went on a date, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these fireworks above their heads. It sounds like a movie, but honestly, things like this play out in the physical, because it happened to my friends. They were sitting there on this date, these fireworks just went up in the air, and they were both just sitting there in this like forest park. So they went for a walk, and there was just fireworks just going off. And she said inwardly, like on a hearty level, she knew that was her person. And now they like live together, and they're like really happy years later. So honestly, stuff like that does happen. It's not far-fetched. And I feel like little things like that toot of the horn, and me wanting to tell that story of my friend with the fireworks, like, these things do happen, and physically spirit do confirm things. And I see that happening for you guys. We have wedding here too. This situation involves marriage. So I feel like this is going to really develop into a deep level of commitment, which will probably then end up in marriage as well. I say that because obviously wedding is a deep level of commitment, and you really do, you're like growing together. You're entwining your energy. It's like you have a snow globe, they have a snow globe, and you're like molding them together. So there's 2 snow globes, or like one large one, because you've molded your castles together. It's like that. It's like, you know, back in the day with royal families, because I'm thinking of the castle, and like they'd have to marry other royal people, so it's like those two royalties would like come together. That's how it feels. So let's get message from your spirit guides for 2023. So spirit guides, do you have any messages for my pal number 3s in 2023 for their love life? Do you have any messages in 2023 for my pal number 3's love life? I always get tongue-tied when I say that part. Pal number 3 spirit guides, what messages do you have for their love life in 2023? Oh, your cards are just dropping. 8 of Wands. Expect shifts and changes. Queen of Cups. It's time to come out of that shell. That's what I'm hearing. It's time to come out of that shell. With Page of Swords twice. See, the Page of Swords came up in that other 2023 predictions reading. Then we have it again here, and we have it again here. Your person's showing up as the Page of Swords, making their way to the castle like Sleeping Beauty. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag are the signs I'm strongly picking up on. Fire and air. We have 8 of Swords. Pile number... Oh! Where did the card go? Page of Wands. Back of the deck, you guys have the Fool. So this is a new connection. I don't feel like this is anybody from the past. Past life, yes. Past in this current lifetime, no. This is brand new. There's going to be a lot of sudden shifts. I feel like you reaching this Queen of Cups energy and feeling very emotionally mature and emotionally aligned and very detached to outcomes and just truly having yourself and not getting swayed by maybe wounds from the past or emotions. That's what's really bringing this person in to come towards you. Why do we have the 8 of Swords? Your time in isolation, it wasn't punishment. You were aligning yourself with being, how do I explain this? You guys are quite connected to spirit. This 8 of Swords period that you've been in, and spirit's saying to say any time where you feel restricted in the sense that you need to pull back your energy or focus on self or go into hermit mode, listen to it. It doesn't mean that there's a block in the road. It doesn't mean that you're not supposed to open up to someone. It just means that when we're being called to focus on self, there's something that needs our attention within. The reason that you would have been alone for some time or single for some time or meeting dead ends for some time is because you were supposed to focus on self. Now the barrier is being lifted this year with shifts to help bring something in. But Spirit's saying moving forward, you are also going to have times when you're also in a commitment where you might need time to yourself. That doesn't mean it's the end of the connection unless you genuinely feel it. It means that you may need to pour into you for that moment, or there may be something coming up for you to heal. And I think maybe they're saying it because moving forward, you'll be dealing with your own inner world, but with someone on your arm. So you'll be learning how to maneuver it with somebody else and thinking of somebody else in mind too. So that's where Spirit's like, listen to yourself when you need to take time out and be very vocal about how you're feeling with the person that you're with, because you're going to be really learning now how to maneuver with somebody else and deal with maybe your inner world with somebody else there too. So I think this person's going to teach you how to like open up and think of the other person. Not that you don't think of other people, but I think you have had to worry about me, myself and I for a little while, and you're learning to like navigate the ebbs and flows of maybe a spiritual journey with somebody else now. So that's something to keep in mind. Where do we have the Page of Wands? I just feel like, I just shared like, I'm down for the ride. Like, this person has their own ebbs and flows too. And I just feel like, it's like you going, this person feels quite charming, I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm blushing. Because it's like, you going my way, baby. Like, it feels like that. It's like, we're both going the same way. It's like, I don't know, I'm just being shown ebbs and flows, and you kind of like, it's like dolphins going over the water together. It's really interesting. It's like, you're coming my way, let's go that way. It's really cute. I feel like this person's really observant of your cycles too. There's something about like cycles that you have. So maybe you'll go into like deep isolation where you like to purge, and then you'll come out. And I think this person's really observant of when you need to do that. But there's something about making sure you're vocal about it. So Right, let's focus on your person first before I pull those cards. So we're going to take a look at characteristics this person has. So the person that my pile number 3s are connecting with this year, what are their characteristics? This Page of Swords person coming in, this person coming in for my pile number 3s, what are their characteristics? What's going on here? We have Smile. I feel like this person's going to help you come out of your shell and be kind of silly. I feel like that's the fire energy I'm picking up, like Aries, Leo, Sag. They're going to help you come out of your shell. You know that video of like Childish Gambino with Rihanna when he sings the song for like Summertime Magic and he's being really silly and he's dancing around her and he's trying to get her up off her feet. Like, that's coming in. It's like this person's you know, like the Ariana Grande song Moonlight, and she sings, he's so bossy he makes me dance. Like, I'm being shown someone like around you like dancing, like trying to be silly. So I feel like this person's going to make you smile and see the lighter side of things. We also have deep, so there's going to be like a really deep connection here. I think that's your hearts really resonating with each other on a really deep level. There's a strong emotional connection that comes because you're quite deep emotionally, so are they. That's what I'm picking up. So we have overseas, so this person could come from overseas. It could be that they were born in a different country to you overseas and now they live where you're at, or it could be that you meet them traveling overseas, or you might speak with each other first online but you both live in different countries. So you might even, once you get with each other, move overseas. Something about that. Pile number 3, what is to come? We have humor. Again, yeah, this person makes you laugh. This person's like very inner child, fun. Let's go rock climbing. Let's go jet skiing. Let's go travel here. Let's not take life too seriously. Like, you know, you could be like, let's watch I feel like you're such an in-depth person, especially spiritually. You might be someone that just only focuses on that, whereas this person's opening you up to other sides of yourself. Like, you could be like, let's watch a deep movie, but you've been getting deep all day, and this person's like, let's watch Ted. You know what I mean? Let's watch Shrek. Like, and it's like bringing you out, or like even showing you like movies that are a lot more lighter-hearted to kind of bring that side of you, because this person balances you. Whereas then it could be the other way around, where you're like, they're like, let's watch something silly, and you're like, no, let's get deep. Let's watch, what's deep? Let's watch Spirited Away. To me, that's deep anyway. Let's watch, what's that movie? And everyone was on about it, and every time you like opened your eyes, it's like something took over you. What's it called? Oh, what's it called? The Bird Box. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, let's watch Bird Box, and that opens their mind too. So it's like a balance. That's what I meant. Pile number, like, I feel like you're the type to watch psychological thrillers and just like really deep things with deep meaning, you know? It's like, let's watch this deep thing. I almost even feel like your person might be into like romantic films, you know? I don't know why. I feel like they're quite romantic at heart. I feel like they're the type to watch romantic films. We have shy. This person's going to perceive you as shy when you meet, because I don't think you're going to be super vocal when you meet them. Not out of you actually being shy. I just think, like, again, you know, the High School Musical thing, living in my own world. Like, I feel like you're in a bit of your own world, and this person's like, oh, that person's shy. I've been trying to talk to that person, and they're giving me one word answers. I think they're a bit shy, and I don't think that's the case. I think you're just like, I'm just not interested right this second. Like, I've got something on my mind where I'm focused on something. So this person might project onto you that you're shy, because I know damn well you do not think this person's shy, because I can feel their energy, and I don't think anyone would think they were shy. Or it could be that you make them feel that way. Could be that. Pile number, oh, we have a ring, and we had wedding here. So this is the person that you could end up marrying for sure, for that to come up twice. Attractive. You're both going to be attracted to each other physically. You're both going to really enjoy each other physically, is what I'm going to say. But I think maybe that's why as well you both may have preconceived notions of who the other is when you meet, because I don't think you both fall for attraction. I think that you both fall for something deeper. And you both feel for, this is why I feel like you're connected to spirit. You feel for what feels in alignment with you. That's what you fall for, how you feel. And I think, yes, you find each other physically attractive, but I just think that's the cherry on top. I don't think that's, or the more you align with them, the more you find them attractive. Things that you didn't see that you found attractive before, then you do. We have divine masculine, so this person could be the divine masculine, you the divine feminine. It does feel that way because, you know, they're very positively charged, fire, air, which is a more masculine energy, whereas you guys feel more negatively charged, which is like water, earth, which is more feminine. So it could be that. It's definitely a good balance. Pile number 3 is person, please. Anything else about their characteristics? Friends first. I think that's more you're doing though. I think you're going to be like, let's be friends. You know, like, let's be friends. And this person's like, flirty friends. Let's be flirty friends because I want to flirt. Like, I just feel like this person's naturally just going to flirt with you because you're just going to bring that out. Slim, so they could have a slim build physically. Travel, you could meet them traveling. They could be a traveler, you could be a traveler, you could both. I mean, we have overseas, so that maybe could be how you meet. Or they could be traveling to where you live and then that's how you meet. It could be that sort of situation. Final card of this deck. What is pile number 3's person's physical characteristics gonna be like? Talkative. Yeah, this, I want to say this person's gonna talk your ear off. Like, I have to say that this person's going to be very inquisitive about who you are, what you do, what you like to do. And I think that's, again, that's where they start to like really like adore you and really fall for you, because they're asking a lot of questions and you give back really good answers. And I think you're someone that could talk quite a bit if you're interested in something, and I feel like they can just talk anyway about anything. They feel a bit of a charmer, someone that could just pull a conversation out of thin air. That's how they feel. I think that's maybe why you might not be too interested in them in the first place, because it's like, well, you're talking a lot, but then this person physically does things too, and it, you know, yeah, this person really likes to talk. I feel like even sometimes, because everyone has like good traits and bad traits, I feel like sometimes they might annoy you, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can see you guys like watching a movie and it's like, what happens next? Like, it may, in a way, it kind of reminds me a little bit. And remember, don't be mean about this person, because they just feel like this is just a thing that they have. They feel a little bit like Donkey from Shrek, when Donkey's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like, they feel like that. But I think that's why there's like that's maybe why they're viewing you as shy, because you're not like that. I don't feel. You're more observant. So this person's like, oh, they're shy. And they might even, because they blur things. Remember I said they just say things, very communicative. I feel like they may like say things to, like, I feel like they might be like to you, like, oh, you're shy, aren't you? I think you're shy. You're quite shy, aren't you? You don't talk much. You're a bit shy. Like, they'll say things, you know. But I think that's what gets you out of your shell, because then I see you kind of like mouthing back a little bit, like, I'm not shy, you just don't be quiet. Like, and I think there's going to be a little bit of banter there, you know. And this person's like, oh, like, there's a lot of that. I feel giddy, and it's like, it's banter. That's what I see. We have glasses at the back of the deck, so this person may wear glasses. That's another thing coming through. So, to be honest with you, a lot of you guys, whoever is from your past, I don't think you want to know. But because I've pulled them for the other readings, I will pull just in case you're interested. If you want to skip a minute, you can. This is just looking at if you have a situation. I don't feel you do, but I have to, you know, be even with all of the piles. If you have a situation with someone from the past, or you have a situation with someone that you're letting go of this year, or you've had a no contact situation, or this could be pertaining to somebody from the past, I'm going to pull 3 cards to just see their energy. I'm not going to go more than 3 because I don't think you're that interested, but I've done it for the other piles, so I will for you guys. You feel completely in this new phase. Like, literally, we have the 4 of Cups behind it. Like, you're not interested in past-ish, but I will just pull these cards because I can't leave one pile out. So anyone from pile number 3's past that they may be thinking of right now, or they would need any clarification on, is there anything, what is there, any past persons or no contact energies from the past, what is their What's their energy towards my pile number 3s? Fill a void. What should we put that? That's you. See, you're so focused on you, it's turning around the other way. Fill a void. I feel like in the past, you looked for people that would... See, because you're super psychic. You went for people that you knew that there was a wounding that could be triggered with, so that you could pull it out. Like, I don't think you've had very long connections in the past. I think that you had very short-lived connections that were very vital and very intense to splinter something out. And I think that where then maybe physically it was kind of like filling a void for you, it also showed you where there was something in your energy that needed to be released, that was keeping you tied down to a certain vibration. So that's you more than them. I then have, I think about you a lot. I don't know if you're thinking about somebody a lot, you could be. I don't feel you are with this Fool card, you know. I think somebody may be witnessing you, because again, you being in this divine feminine energy, you're really like, you're pulling everything into you and you're pouring into you. So somebody could be looking up and seeing that and then really being drawn. Like, you could go quiet on social media or go quiet in everyday life because you're so focused with where you're at. You don't need to be online or anything, and somebody could see that absence and be like, what are they up to? What are they up to? What are they up to? So somebody from the past could... I see you literally, like, someone stepping towards you or even energetically thinking of you. You're aware somebody's thinking of you, and I'm literally hearing you guys go, don't bother. Do not bother. You don't exist in this realm anymore. Don't bother. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I really see that from you guys. It's like, do not bother. Yeah, see, I want to reach out. You're like, don't bother. You knew this card was coming before I even said it, because you're like, don't bother. I'm not, don't reach out. I'm good. I don't need anything from you. Like, I'm back at the deck. The flame is burnt out. Like, you might feel somebody thinking about you and thinking about reaching out, and you're like, it's gone. The flame died. You know what I mean? I healed from this situation. I don't need anything not killing me but making me stronger anymore. Go away. Like, you're really done with it. I love how that came out in the cards too. I knew you were, but I had to mirror from what I did for the other piles too. So finally, just a message from the universe, a message from spirit for pile number 3's love life to end the reading. What is pile number 3's message for love? Oh, you have 2. You have released the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shared in all change. That's where the shift comes in. I love that. That's where the shift comes in. And look at the energies moving about. That's what you've been doing. And then we have Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. Like I said, this person comes in, you don't even see them at first. Hidden in plain sight. Even the pathway towards this person, I almost feel like it's open right now, but it's hidden in plain sight. And you're so focused on where you're at, you're not walking down the pathway, because it's like, you know what I mean? Energetically, I'll be placed to move down the pathway when I need to. It's 2:11 on the clock. So with the 11 being there, it's like, I know it'll come when it's meant to. I have no fuss, you know, otherwise. Love that. What have we got at the back of the deck? Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, grounded action. Yeah, you're really going into the year, you're focused on self-love and focusing on you, which brings this person in. This feels really beautiful. I feel very excited for you. Really, really excited for you. I feel really giddy. This feels really lovely. Really, really lovely, pile number 3. I love that I was able to deliver that. So pile 3, that is what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I probably won't see you guys before Christmas now. I think this is the last video I'm putting up before Christmas. So Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a lovely Christmas. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in my next videos. Thank you guys for watching. Welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what is to come in 2023 in love for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with tarot, and we are going to be taking a look at what is to come in love with this, which is going to be like an energetic kind of like storyline for me. And then I'm going to pull some oracle cards around to really get more details. If you guys have been around since the OG days, you would have seen this deck before, this one that I made long ago, and it basically just has like descriptions of like someone that could come in for you guys. So I'll be pulling this. I do want to say as well, just because I know people are in different situations, I do have this deck which is more about like relationship, dynamics, like check-ins. So if you guys are in a like a no contact situation or something like that, and you wanted to know what the energy may be like in 2023, I will pull some of these, but it'll only be like a minute out of the reading because I just wanted to make sure I'm balanced with what everyone needs with this reading. So yeah, I just wanted to get that in. So let's get straight in. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Pile number 4. What is to come in love for my pile number 4s in 2023? What is to come in love for my pile number 4s? I'm being shown, what are they called when you flip it over and the sun moves that way, and then you flip it over and then the sun moves that way? What are they called? A timer? Sand timer? I don't know. I'm just being shown one of those for some reason. I don't know what that could be about, but that's what I was shown then. Pile number 4. What is to come in love for my pile number 4s? What is to come in love for my pile number 4s in 2023? We have the 7 of Pentacles. What is to come in love? We have the 8 of Pentacles. What is to come in love in 2023 for my pile 4s? What is to come in love in pile... Ooh, the Lovers. Okay. What is to come in love for my pile number 4s in 2023? We have the 5 of Swords. Okay. We have the 4 of Cups at the back of the deck as well. Okay. One thing that I'm going to say about you guys' energy is going into this year, you might have like an idea of what you would want out of love. And then I think by the end of the year, it's going to shift is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't get my words out then. With you going into the year on a love angle with the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, you are very committed to self going into this year, in the sense of you may find yourself doing some shadow work this year. You may find yourself planting seeds of growth this year. You may find yourself really getting to know you and your own boundaries and what you want and what you don't like. And I think there's a spiral as I tap into your energy going into 2023. Like, you're committed to self-growth. You could even go through a bit of an ascension, a spiritual awakening, or it could be that like physically there's a lot of shifts that happen. When I think of the 7 of Pentacles, you know, she's planted these seeds and she's waiting for it to grow. And with the 8 of Pentacles, you know, she's physically working on something. So it's like there's a level of like self-love or self-work that's happening where you may have love on the brain, love in your mind, but like nothing's physically aligned yet. And I think your idea of love by the end of the year is going to shift. Or you could be wanting someone from the past to come back. They come back and you find that it's not that. Or you may find that there's an idea of somebody that you may want. You start dating and then it's like, actually, I really don't want that. And then you're like, well, what do I want? And I see you opening up to new. Or you could be in a situation right now and then you may think, well, I want more than this. Or I think I deserve more than this. Or I want more poured into me, and stepping away from what doesn't serve you. Because there's like this idea of, I want more, I want better, which could be that someone could come in, not really be up to scratch with what you want, and you decide, no, I want better. And really committing to self on a stronger level and letting go of what doesn't serve you. Because especially with the 4 of Cups, it's like someone's offering something you're not interested. It could be the whole year. You may get people drawn to you, but you're just not liking what you're getting, which is completely fine. I just do kind of feel like this year, I don't think it's anything too much healing that you need to do. It's just physically this year might not be the biggest focus of love. Not because of anything that you're naturally doing. It's more you just deciding, well, I want to focus on this, or this doesn't align with me, or I'm going to do better for myself because I want better moving forward. Like self-growth and self-work and planting seeds now to eat later on. That's the energy you're in 2023. And especially with you guys choosing the clear quartz point, it's like, I'm clearing out what doesn't serve me, letting go and walking away from what doesn't suit me, because emotionally I know I want better. Yeah, that's what I really see for you guys. It's almost like, I'm not going to lie, I think that what you are presented with in love it either just doesn't match up, or it's going to be a little bit like disappointing in the sense of, I think I need to focus on myself a bit because this isn't for me. Or you're just completely like diverted away from the idea of love this year and focused on tangible physical results, specifically maybe in career, your finances, your home life. We have the Four of Cups here. It's like, this isn't adding value to me. I want better than that. I see you being diverted away. You could, while watching this, be stepping away from a connection and just being like, I'm not interested in love right now. Because what I wanted before, I've just had, and I don't want a repeat of it because I actually didn't like it. So what do I really want? Let me get to know myself. So you could already be going through a bit of a breakup, tapping into this, because there's a clear out with a clear quartz. Or someone that you were interested in that maybe it didn't form into a full-blown relationship. It's like, this isn't adding up anymore. I've been waiting for a connection and now I think I don't even want it with you now. There's something you're like, with this Four of Cups, because that's how you're coming into the energy. It's like, no, I know I deserve better than this. And that's where you're planting seeds and focusing on you to bring better and walking away from what doesn't serve you. And I think a lot of this year is a commitment to that. I don't see anything new coming in fully. I just see letting go of the old. I don't want this anymore. I want better. I want to move on. And it's just like that. It's quite interesting. And it's not, I think your own healing may have shifted that. Let me explain. You could have been in a relationship, done shadow work, and now you no longer align with the person that you were with or the person you were seeing or talking to. So now it's like, now that I've done this shift, I'm a completely different person. And that person I was with, or those people I was connecting with, they align with old me, and old me isn't here anymore. So let me start planting seeds now to open up to something that aligns with new me, you know? So there's a shift like that. So it's not that you're repelling any energy away. It's 222 on the clock, by the way. So I think it's your intuition really listening and going, it's not that I'm blocked off to love, but I want to focus on me. I want to get to know me. I'm intuitively drawn here to my career, or here to my finances, or here to my home life, here to security, something in the physical, my own personal development. So we can make the outside look like the inside, which is me feeling new, you know? And yes, okay, through the year, I do see whatever this is, maybe trying to crop back up, but you're walking away. It's like, what I was down for in the past, I've already done the work to create something new. I don't want the past anymore. And I think what you're doing is kind of building the railroad, building the concrete kind of road that would allow someone to walk on later on, but you're focused on building it this year and getting rid of what didn't serve you. You may even be doing a lot of shifts in your everyday life this year because there's a shift that's already taken place energetically. So now you're aligning with newer things. And I think maybe first of all, it's laying foundations, which is more of the focus this year, shifting maybe career, aligning with a different career, different career path, opening up to, I don't even feel like it's about friendships this year. I feel like this year is about you and establishing a level of stability. You're not too fussed on love because you've let go of something with this card. You've let go of something. With the Hierophant behind it, it's like divine intervention, like I've awoken something within me that I can't ignore now, and this doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Because pile 2 was like, love wasn't a focus, but there was something they were healing. With you, it's not necessarily anything you're healing. You've already healed it. That's why you don't align. Now it's like, I'm growing. It's like I'm growing. Let's pull some more cards. Pile number 4. What is to come in love in 2024 for my pile number 4s, please? What is to come in love? Friendship. Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. What is to come in love for my pile number 4s 2023? Harmony. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. One more card, please, Spirit Guides. What is to come in love for my pile number 4s? Magical powers. I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. Okay, back of the deck you've got abundance. Goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. yeah, you are really, really focused on self and bringing harmony into your inner circle, peace into your inner circle, and peace into your inner life this year. Why do we have friendship? Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. It's not just an overhaul in regards to relationships, and it's an overhaul in regards to friendships as well that you've been going through, because you're aligning with a new everything now that connects to your own inner world. So it's like, you guys may open up to new friendships this year. I do kind of feel like you're more so focused on self, but it could be that like, okay, there's a particular friendship you're going to make this year as you're aligning with new energies that is actually going to be a key and a pathway to someone in the future. I don't think it's going to be this year. Could be the end of the year, but it feels more like next year. But there's a friendship that's significant, and the reason it's significant is because it's a tie, and that's why it's coming up in this reading, because this reading's about love, and that's how this person's making their way in. There's a pathway that's formed through a friendship that you're making. Or it could be that you make friends with someone this year and it blooms into a relationship next year. That's what it is. Right, yeah, for some of you guys, it's a friendship you're making that's going to turn into love next year. But you're so focused on self this year, you're just not focusing on that. And it's growing into a friendship this year. Or you make a friend this year that has direct contact to the person that you would have a connection with moving forward. There's something significant in regards to a friendship you're making. That's what I'm going to say, because we have the 4 and 1 adding up to 5, which is, you know, shifts and changes. So there's something that's kind of bringing up a new path to you, but you're not going to see it in that first moment. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. This is given Legally Blonde, what's her name? Elle Woods, goes to law school, creates this new life for herself, you know, is ready for the new, ready to prove herself, not to anyone but herself, like, and saves the day. Like, that's what this is given. That's the energy you're going into 2023 with, Elle Woods energy. And not Elle Woods, let me get into law school to get my boyfriend back. Elle Woods, I don't even want you. I found all of that, you know, worthiness within myself. I don't even need you anymore. That version of Elle Woods. That's what you're walking into 2023 with. That's why I feel like you've come out of some sort of connection, or you've done an amount of healing where maybe you wanted someone back, or you were purging something from the past that was really heavy, and now you've completely let go of it and you're like, I'm ready for the fresh, I'm ready for the new, I'm ready to just keep pouring into me now. That's completely gone. Because even when somebody isn't in our life for years, they could still be energetically. So it could be that this person's been gone for a while, someone from your past, but you've energetically still been in their energy as you've been reviewing and releasing it. And that's why you're planting new seeds now. So that's what it could be. Yeah. Magical powers, I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. You're manifesting a lot this year. You're aligning with timelines and paradigms that you want to climb onto. You're putting yourself first and putting your energy in towards your career, your purpose, maybe your life mission, finances, again, security, art, like anything that can create abundance for you. That's what you're aligning with, and that's what you're focusing on this year. Yeah. So anything that doesn't align with that, it's gotta go. Like, you've got the clear quartz, it's gone, it's going. Anything that doesn't serve me is being removed. Good riddance, I'm hearing. Yeah, so this year, no, love isn't the biggest focus, but it's because there's another focus that you're being called towards, and you're not pushing away love out of like, oh my god, I need to do more healing. The healing you've already done is what's caused this new beginning. You're no longer aligning with anyone from the past. So while you're aligning with new energies and what you want, pathways have to be formed energetically before they come into the physical. So as you're focusing here on planting seeds, you may not see these seeds blooming under the ground and coming up to fruition, but they are happening even though energetically you can't see it, you know. Pile number pile number 4. So this is the first card that felt for you guys. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Yeah, that's why we had the 5 of Swords. You're walking away from what doesn't serve you and what you don't deserve, and you're putting a chapter behind. That's why you have the power, because it's like you're in your power. I don't even think you care too much for love going into 2023. I don't think it's too much of a focus. It's like, yeah, it'd be nice. and I'm open to it if it comes in, but I'm also really focused on whatever this is. My security, my finances, my worth, my pouring into myself. Like, if it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I think you're quite go with the flow. It feels to me. Pile number, oh God. December feels significant though, which is kind of like the end of next year, going into the other year. So maybe you meet someone around that time, or this friendship turns into something in the December time. There's something about the winter month, December. Yeah. December significant love-wise. So it could be this friend you meet their like brother or their close friend or their friend group, and that person that you end up with is in that friend group. Or it could be the friendship that you make, it starts turning romantic by the December. But that's why it's not too much of a focus this year, because it's more so coming in next year, but it may filter in a little bit into this year, the end of 2023. We have only time will tell as well. I think you're being called as well to inquire more about you. I think that's why not too much is coming in love-wise, because there's something you're focusing on and helping grow this year, which is then going to get you in alignment with that person, or put you on a path, or it's going to create a doorway. But there's something that's being tended to first. And there's kind of like a balance like this, like you could meet this person this year at the end of the year, December time, maybe even November, because obviously energy is always in a state of flux. But then it could also move then January, February of the year after, like 2024. So it's like, depending on what you decide or what you choose this year, it could bring it in at the end of the year, or it could move it into the next year. But it's something that you're doing. It's like I've got the pen in my hands and I'm deciding if I want something to come in or not. It's up to me. Like, you're super aware that you're creating your own realities type of thing. It's like you could get to September and you could feel like your heart really open and ready for love, and then you could go, you know what, I really, really want to focus on this right now. So maybe I'll just focus on this. So you might energetically signal, not yet. And then it could push. Or you could decide in September, I am focusing on this, but we'll see. Just like, let's just go with the flow. And then this person could bloom in November, December. It really depends how much you're choosing to water something. And they're not telling me what that something is, but it's connected to this Seven of Pentacles and this Eight of Pentacles. It could be healing, it could be finances, it could be a career path, it could be, there's something. But it's like your higher self knows, and it's like your higher self's like, whatever's best for me. It's 33 on the clock, so something significant you're going to do that's going to bring someone in. Yeah, we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. They're being really bitty with this information. Like, they're not telling me too much, because this year's so much about you. I want to know, hang on a minute. I really just want to give you guys a bit of a stronger indicator. What's this Seven of Pentacles? I'm hearing they know, like, you know. Because it could be something like, this person from my past still trying to come back in. Am I going to still try and align with them, check in on them, or am I going to move forward and let go of it? And that could determine how quickly this person comes in or not. Am I fully going to close the book, or am I going to keep it a little bit open, which is going to then move the energy further away? And it could be even a connection that you're stepping away from. Like, if you chose to keep going back to that person, then you'd go around in circles with that person, so it would push that person away. Because the universe always makes it very aware you can't really have your cake and eat it. Like, you have one or the other. And I think because this person's on this version of you, like this paradigm, and this person's on this paradigm, it's like, which paradigm do you want to align with? So you choosing which paradigm you want to align with is what's going to bring this person in quicker or slower. So like, maybe if you check up on someone, it could not bring this person in this year because you may still be in that frequency, whereas putting it to bed and fully aligning with this other paradigm, it's like, that's what brings it in. I hope that's making sense. Because it almost feels like the pen's in your hand. You decide. It's really interesting what that's about. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. One more card from this deck. Yeah, have you been... I almost feel like I'm over something, but I'm still checking up on someone. Or I'm over something, but I'm... Oh, it doesn't even have to be a person. It could be, I'm in a new phase of my life, but I'm still doing things in regards to my old phase. I'm on this new paradigm, but I'm still connecting to my old ways because they're all I know. And I need to make a dedicated effort to put energy into where I'm at now and opening these pathways to bring something in. Okay. So you could be, let's say, for example, finances. You've already jumped to a new paradigm, but you could still be aligning with an old paradigm, not energy-wise, but what you're physically doing in the moment. So maybe in your old paradigm, you just chuck money about free willy, like just chuck money about. But in this new paradigm, you're asserting that money somewhere to bring results. So it's like, am I going to just drop that money wherever? Or am I going to give it an intent and a purpose and plant it in the ground to grow more? Which is that new paradigm. And then it could be as well like your own confidence levels, like, or am I going to stay in my hermit phase because it's more comfy here and it's warm in here and I like being in hibernation? Or am I really just going to really jump out of this hermit phase, jump out of this cocoon and really just come out of my shell this year? And it's up to you, because the timelines are doing this, and it's up to you. But when you do align with this paradigm, and if you do decide to align with this new energy and be more intentful with your where your energy is going, this person could come in around December time, November time. Whereas if you were still choosing to stay stuck in your old ways and not shake it up, it could push it to next year, because that's what divine timing is. It's when we align with something, you know. So that's it. And then we have, this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek, which makes me think you may meet them as a friend this year, or briefly acknowledge them through a friend. Like, again, you could meet like a friend's brother and then just say hi. But until you completely align with that timeline, that's when it's really going to open itself up. But you're definitely going to be in the periphery of each other's energy. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah, making dedicated effort into your physical paradigm to make it the paradigm that you want is what's going to bring this person in. And that's why you're setting the concrete most of this year, because you're focusing on, where do I want to go? What do I want? You know, all of that. It's quite interesting. The back of the deck, we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, it's like letting go of the past. The pendulum's swinging and you're choosing which way you want to jump. And I don't think it's energetically anything that's holding anything back. It's more your physical input and where you're applying your energy in your everyday life that's going to determine a pathway opening for this person or not. Because the pathway's going to open anyway, but it's when you decide. And you're going to see that more so. That's why we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So think of something that you could think would stop someone coming in. Is it you guys feeling insecure sometimes? Is it you guys feeling like your finances aren't up to date? Is it you guys, you know, your career being such a focus that things aren't right and you want to get something right? Like, is it something like that? There's something being called to review that so that you can cement that in. Because that's part of your new paradigm. That's why you're being intuitively called there. And once you kind of have built that, that's when the love part will come in then, you know. And the reason you're being called more so to like physical things rather than love is because it's like, that's where your intention is. That's where your energy is really being pulled right now, because that's where your higher self wants you to focus right now, because it's going to benefit you in the long run. That's what it is. Pile number 4. What's to come in love for my pile number 4s this year? Oh no, wait, I'm gonna pull that back because that wasn't what I was meant to ask. Message from pile number 4, spirit guides. What messages do you have about love for them this year? Pile number 4, spirit guides. What message about love? The Lover's reverse. The Lovers have come out twice, but we have the Lover's reverse. So it's like splitting from something, letting go of something, detaching from something, not realigning with something, but removing yourself from something. Oh goodness, hang on, I've just dropped too many cards. Sorry if you guys hear noises. I'm like really clumsy today, I don't know why. God, okay, pile number, oh, Okay, yeah, literally we have the 5 of Swords again. Walking away from something, split and walking away from something. I deserve better, so I'm going to eat better, I'm going to eat cleaner, or I'm going to work out, or I'm going to really apply myself to my career because I know I deserve what I'll get back from it. I'm going to really be careful with my finances because I know I deserve what I'm going to get back for it. I'm creating a beautiful timeline for me, you know, Elle Woods, like, I'm doing all of this for me so that when any of that old energy comes up, I don't even want it. Don't even recognize it. It's not for me anymore. And that's where your spirit guides are like, yes. You know what I mean? Like, yes, focus on that and that new paradigm, because that's when something new comes in. Oh my God, your cards are jumping about. We have the King of Cups, we have the Chariot, and we have the Two of Pentacles. You're working on your own emotional fulfillment, having control of your own reality and what you're choosing to manifest and align with, you know? The back of the deck is literally the 8 of Cups, walking away from emotional unfulfillment. And you're kind of getting your ducks in a row this year, and that's why you're being called more to your physical life rather than love. Yeah. So, and I think maybe this is why I was drawn to pull both cards. We have the person you're aligning with romantically here, someone you may have a no contact situation with here and may want to know about how they're feeling. For you, I'm showing you them both because 2 timelines you're choosing. So feel free to skip a minute or 2 if you don't care what anyone from your past has to say. But for the people that would want to know it and feel like it could help them purge, I'm going to pop this down. But if you feel you're done with this, you can skip a minute. So whoever it is that they're walking away from, pile number 4, whoever it is that they're letting go of, whoever it is that they're splitting from, what is that person's energy towards them? I have a lot on my plate. I'm not ready. I didn't appreciate you. Lust. I feel like the energy of this person, I feel like you're letting go of, it's someone that wasn't pouring into you the way that you deserved. The fact that we have a lot on my plate, I'm not ready, I didn't appreciate you. If someone has so much going on in their everyday life and they can't maybe communicate that properly, and they can't, you know, a relationship, it's a give and take. Sometimes you have to give a little bit more when somebody's going through something. But when someone is 100% of the time never really showing up, always maybe making excuses, because it's fine if there's an excuse here and there, because people do go through things. But when someone's constantly making an excuse, they may be saying a whole lot but not really delivering, and you know they're not pouring into you. You know you deserve better, then it's time to move on. And I think that's what's happened here. The fact that we have I didn't appreciate you and I'm not ready, it's like this person almost feels wishy-washy. I'm here, then I'm not. I'm coming, then I'm going. It's like I don't know what I want, you know? And I think this person is going to learn the hard way of missing the boat, because I think that you're sailing past this, you know? And then we have lust. So it's almost like nothing ever really got too deep with this situation, or this person may have been chasing highs or chasing that lustful feeling, and not really making a physical effort to really build something with you. It feels so wishy-washy, this does. And I think that's why you've had enough. I think that's why you would have had enough. So let's move these over here. Let's have a look at the person you're aligning with. Pile number 4, please, spirit guides. Who am I pile number 4 aligning with? What is the energy of the person that they are aligning with? Their next partner. What is the person that they're aligning with that may or may not come around November, December time? I keep hearing the pens in your hand. It's up to you. Pile number 4. I think you're learning how much you do control your own reality, and really learning what divine timing really means. And you're learning that you want better, you've got to do better for you first. I think you're learning that. It's really interesting, because you're the one driving the boat and creating the shift for better. Pile number 4. This person aligned with an old version of you that's gone, because you've done so much work already. the person that Pal number 4 is aligning with moving forward, what we have overseas and we have deep. Just remind me, deep blue sea. So this person could live overseas, could come from overseas. You could be from 2 different countries. We have slow and steady. So this connections, I feel like naturally it's coming in slow and steady with you aligning with them. And I think maybe in the physical it's going to be slow and steady because there's going to be a substance that you're building with each other. It's not just going to be like a wishy-washy, here's some lust, but I can't deliver anything else. It's going to be a really slow build of building something together. We have the engagement ring, so maybe the next person you meet, you do literally marry. We have loner. So you guys could have been alone for some time before you meet, and your person could have too. Who is it that my Pal number 4s are aligning with? Talkative. I feel like you guys are... I keep seeing 2 people on the phone, so you guys could be in a different country first off, because there's talking on the phone. I see a lot of dates where I'm speaking and really getting to know someone. Like this person's really taking an interest in you when they meet you. We have curly hair, so this person could have curly hair. Pile number 4. Oh my god, your cards just want to keep jumping on the floor. We have 5+ years older, so this person could be 5+ years older than you. Quality time. This is the thing, this person's going to put physical effort, which is why there's going to be growth. And we have attractive as well, so this person's going to be very attracted to you physically. You're going to be very attracted to them. And we have psychic at the back of the deck, so you guys may already know that you're going to meet this person at one point. But the thing is, I'm not getting like a flood of energy from this person coming in. It's faint because it's like the pendulum keeps swinging like this, and it's like you choose, you decide sort of thing. It's really interesting. Like I'm not, when I was pulling those, like they're coming in, but I almost feel detached from them. Like either you're just completely detached from love and moving into 2023, or it's like I'm not getting a wave of energy yet because it's not currently on a timeline. You're moving towards the timeline, and that's why I don't feel like it's flooding in the way that I want to really feel it, you know, because that's what I said, this year there's less of a focus on love. So yeah, it's what you do in the present moment that determines what's to come, is a message Spirit's saying. Yeah, this one's a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and when I say weird, I mean like I like to know everything and have all the answers and bring all the information through, but sometimes Spirit are like, no, you only get to know these bits, and I have to honor it. I can't pull from nothing. I have to just give what I'm taken by Spirit and pass it on, and that's what it is. But I think it's because you are meant to be super focused on you, I guess. Final message, which is a message from the universe. I'm not going to use those because I'm only pulling one. A message from the universe for my Pal number 4s in regards to love for 2023. What's the message? Temple of the Rose. Ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet cords even. Yeah, look at the rose there. It's like you're planting, that's the thing about the bloom in here, it's like you're planting seeds this year that will align you with your person. But I don't feel like they're physically coming in much this year. And again, depending on what you do, they may come in around the December time. But it's like this at the moment. So what do we got at the back of the deck? The Thorn. Protection, boundaries, clear communication. Yeah, I think you're almost going to... You're self-focused. And I would definitely encourage you to be quite self-focused this year. To plant some seeds. I would definitely encourage you to do that. Because not only is it a pathway to having love later on, but it's also going to create good abundance for you. So whatever you've got your eye on right now that you're thinking you want to focus on, I would say do it. Like, do it. But yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get any more than that, but that's what came through for you guys, Pal 4. I really hope I was able to bring you some guidance going into 2023 in regards to love. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you guys enjoyed. This is the last video I'm going to put up before Christmas, so I probably won't see you guys before then, so Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a lovely Christmas. Please stay safe. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching.